Welcome to a double live stream watch long reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to, first off, DC United versus Toronto FC and MLS 2024 match day 17, halfway through the season. This is halfway point of the regular season. Where will Toronto be as this halfway point comes past? Where will they be is the question. How we doing, Henry? How we doing? Where will Toronto be? We don't know. Well, we want them to win, but where will they be is the question. And then, of course, second of all, the second order of business is the final, not just the first leg, but the whole-on final of the 2024 Concacaf Champions Cup. CF Pachuca versus Columbus Crew. So, tonight, DC United contra Toronto FC en la MLS Jornada 17. Y CF Pachuca contra Columbus Crew en la final de la Copa Campeones de la Concacaf. That's simple. Should be interesting. But with that being said, can Toronto overtake their 2007 points total, get 26 points at halfway the season, which would be 46, 56, 58 points, which halfway, not a short hit. It's a 4-hour. It's going to be a 4 or 5 hour stream, yeah. It's going to be a fun one, though, I would hope. Starting 11s are as follows. Today, for DC United, we got in goal Alex Bono, the former Toronto FC goalkeeper, playing against his former team. Garrison Tubbs, Steven Birnbaum, Lucas Bartlett, the back three, the midfield four, Pedro Santos, Jackson Hopkins, Mateus Klitsch, Aaron Herrera, the front attacking two, Jared Stroud, Ted Di-Pietro, and Christian Benteke up top for DC. For Toronto FC in goal, we got Sean Johnson. The back three of Nixon, Gomes, Kevin Long, Raul Petretta. The midfield four, Tyrese Spicer, Davy Flores, Alonso Coelho, Federico Bernardeschi, Jonathan Osorio, Derek Etienne Jr., and DeAndre Kerr. I thought it was muted. What? Guess I hit it one too many times. Sixth place is where Toronto is on the table. Yep, sixth place. They will be tied for Red Bulls in fourth if they win this match. DC is 10th. So we are definitely ahead of them. The TV wasn't muted. I thought I had it muted, but I checked again, and, well, I guess I hit the unmute button one too many times, and it's fine. I turned on the Toronto stream on Season Pass. It was that in-between, like, interstitial screen that they have. I don't know how else to explain it. Whatever. Teams are walking in DC. We're never perfect. Nobody's perfect. Starting 11s are as follows. Alex Bono, the back three. Bartlett, Birnbaum, Tubbs, Santos, Hopkins, Klitsch, Herrera, Di-Pietro, Stroud, Benteke for DC United with a short bench. I wonder why. I mean, it's cool. I haven't heard much of it. From what I've heard, it's pretty cool, though. Sean Johnson, Petretta, Gomes, Long, Spicer, Coelho, Flores, Bernardeschi, Etienne Jr., Osorio, Kerr. Well, I mean, depends on what you call on time. Depends on what you call on time. There we go. But We're going to have some fun with this one, I bet. And we have 2 days off. Players to watch. Jared Strode for DC United, who scored against his former club. That's the first clip they show. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. DC United will be wearing their red and black. Toronto will be wearing white. Toronto's player to watch, Federico Bernardeschi, of course. Charlotte almost passed you. We know. That won't stay for long. That won't be a thing for long. We'll be fine. We'll be good. We'll be good. Bernardeschi. How we doing, Mile High? Of course, we do a double. Do both Pachuca and Columbus Crew have their full team? Yes. It'll be 11 versus 11. They knew Insigne wouldn't be back. Why didn't they say so? Well, it was more like they were hoping. Like they didn't know when exactly he'd come back. Like they didn't know or if he would be ready if he did come back. I mean, not everybody's made to walk off the plane and come on to the game as a sub. Not every Italian's made the same. Not every short attacking midfield winger Italian's made the same. You know, there's different situations. I mean, I don't know if he's still in Italy or if he did take the flight back and they said, you know what, you're not ready. I don't know which one it is. And yes, I'm making a reference to Seba. TFC fans know what I was referencing. Seba, to clinch the playoff spot in 2015, after an international break, comes straight back from Italy. And then scoring the winning goal to get us to the playoff. Herculez Gomez also scored in that game, by the way. A lot of the teams have played 16 matches already. And we're the ones who don't have to play on decision day. Toronto's going to have their season finished the week before decision day. We'll have already played all 34 league matches. So we're getting the DC treatment this year. Speaking of DC didn't have to play on decision day last year. They finished their season a week early, regular season a week early. And I think they were out of the playoffs already, even though they were sitting in a playoff spot going into decision day. They were going to get knocked out. Hopefully we're not in that position. No, already that many matches? It's been about 3 months. Why does Miami play more than other teams? Because you want to give them their moment to shine, I guess. Like on opening day and other times. Sometimes other teams have games in hand. Of course, Miami's going to get some of the more marquee situations. Of course they are. I'd be fine if they sold Insigne. It seems to be non-existent. Sadly enough, he played way too much for Italy. Honestly, I said that last year. I mean, Insigne is better this year. When he's on, he is showing a lot of effort. But he still gets hurt a lot. And I don't know exactly what this situation is. Like, I know his wife had a baby. They said he'd be back today. I don't know what the situation is. He scored a couple of goals this year, which is better than last year. But honestly, I think we could get rid of Insigne and be fine, to be honest. Bernardeschi, as I've been saying, is the better Italian. Like, he's being paid less, but he's the better. Exactly. He's the one who deserves Insigne's contract. Insigne is the one who doesn't. If he was on a lower money, if he was on a lower price point, I think I'd still. I say he's back every week. I didn't do that, but he hasn't been hurt for like a month. And then I understand him taking Wednesday off. Think 7 million? 7 million? 7 million? He'd be going Saudi. There's no way Toronto would sell him in MLS. Send him to Saudi. Or maybe Napoli wants him again. Who knows? I can tell you one thing. 7 million? Yeah, Bernadeschi's not even paid multi-million dollars. Maybe he was better when he was younger, but I don't see him as being successful in Toronto as of yet. I agree with that. Like, I do think Bernadeschi's skill set is aging better, so to speak. I think his skill set's aging better. Insigne's, though, like, it's kind of like, I don't want to do this because even though people wanted Seba to stay, in 2018, Seba was definitely, as time was going on, sort of tapering off. I can't help but think Insigne is the same way, except he got here that way. Game's about to kick off. Goat Hazelu won the UCL. He has more UCLs than Arsenal, PSG, and Berna combined. Of course you would go there. 7 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws for TFC. 4 wins, 6 losses, 6 draws for DC. But 29 goals allowed to 24. DC's XG is 32-14. So they are underperforming their XG by 9 goals. Toronto's about underperforming their XG by 1, but that's better than nothing. I'd rather be underperforming XG by 1 than 9. Man, I'd be pissed. John Freeman's the referee. Tim Ford in the VAR room. What's up, Ron? You think the Rapids win tonight? Let's see who they play. Let's see who the Rapids play. About to start off. Rapids play Vancouver. No. In Vancouver, no. It'll be probably 2-1 Vancouver. I think they'll score, but I think Vancouver is going to win. Besides, they're going to have to, they really probably want to bounce back from Calvary. I know they played on the weekend after, but still. TFC better show better effort tonight than midweek. It was very poor. I think they will. I'm surprised there weren't moments in which people will call the UCL final rigged. Oh, no, people started doing it after the game was over. And I was reading the Reddit threads, and people were calling it rigged. Playing forward, TFC kicks off. If Toronto loses, they're not back. They still have more points through one half of the season than they had all of last year. I think that constitutes back. Well, I mean, somebody said Vini dived once, and they gave a yellow card to the defender. And he was already on a yellow. So there's somebody was saying Vinicius should have got sent off. Royce didn't deserve to go out like that. I mean, I agree. But it's Real Madrid. What'd you expect? It's Real Madrid. What'd you expect? Like, seriously, did we really expect Dortmund to win that match? The fact that they looked good for a half was legitimately the best they could do. Simple. I was surprised they looked good for a half. I mean, good for them, but they didn't finish. 5-1 Carvajal got a free header. I wish I could jump like him. 5 inches shorter than me, and he jumps better than me. I wish I could jump like him. TFC, what happened? Playing forward. Come on, Bernadeschi, come on. Cross in. Derek Etienne Jr. 1-0 Toronto. A minute and a half into the game. Derek Etienne Jr. with a shot. There we go. Was Insigne injured 9 months ago? I think he was. Derek Etienne Jr. I think he was. Derek Etienne Jr., good shot. There you go. 2 minutes in, Derek Etienne Jr. scores. Derek Etienne Jr., the Haitian international who just got called up for World Cup qualifying, by the way. Goal for Derek Etienne Jr. Bernadeschi crosses it through. Etienne at the top of the box. Alex Bono. Yeah, what are you doing, man? Hey, thank you for being a spy. Thank you for being a spy. Thank you. I don't miss him at all. I don't miss Alex Bono at all. Thank you for being a spy. 2 minutes in. Thank you for being a spy. Looks very familiar, except instead of the beard, it's a porn stash. He's got the Ron Jeremy. That just shows you how bad Bono's decision making is. That just shows you, be like, yeah, it's 2024. Actually, 2023. At least he is somewhere else. 1-0 Toronto. Playing forward. 43% win percentage. Let's win it. Audi Field. I think this will be the first time we ever won there. Did you see yesterday's game? NYCFC versus San Jose? No, I was watching Mexico-Bolivia. I know you won 5, or I know they won 5-1. And Alonso Martinez had a hat trick. BKL told me. I'm not surprised San Jose got curb stomped, though. Wow. Floodgates opened up after minute 80. Hey, at least it's not us. Did DC hire John Conway to be their goalkeeping coach, or does Alex Bono suck? Either way. Header! Oh, no. Top 4 in the Shield. Yeah. So what about the fight? over the bar. So anything about the fight? Or no? If they just shut up about that completely. USA Canada, the Cricket World Cup. I didn't even know that was happening. I didn't even know Canada made the Cricket World Cup. They're going to lose. They're going to lose. Cody Mizzles, the goalkeeper coach of DC. I was joking because John Conway sucks. That's why. Whatever. If you've been here, you know that I've figured out that John Conway is the worst goalkeeping coach probably ever. And it's everybody. Or was everybody. Well, I know that. I'm just saying, is Herdman in the shit? Is Cushing in the shit? Or is they just nothing? Because I've heard nothing. Well, why would I cheer for Montreal scoring? What happened to Miami and Cincinnati last time? You lose games in MLS. I don't care how good you are. You lose games sometimes. For some reason, because the league is so weird. If we lose from here, I'm going to flip. I'm going to flip shit if we lose from here. I mean, they're already dominating. You can't not win from here. I mean, it's Toronto, of course. If anybody's going to lose it, it's Toronto. Who am I kidding? Bernadeschi blocked away. That could have been better. Well, Nashville's got a new manager bounce. Think about that, right? Hala Madrid, says HJU. Hala Madrid. I can't wait till Alphonso Davies is there. What, you never heard of a new manager bounce before? Atlanta's got good players. It's just their manager sucks. I mean, they still have Giacomakis and Almada for now. They still have Jean De Silva. They have good players. The manager sucks. Did you not just hear me? Did you not just hear me? Jesus Christ. Like, what does Thiago Almada mean to you? What does Thiago Almada mean to you? Yeah, wasn't Gato Ortiz the referee during the final? I couldn't tell. He looked like the Hamburglar. I couldn't tell. He looked like the Hamburglar. Robble, robble. Robble, robble. Besides, Atlanta kept him for too long. Almada or Pineda? Almada or Pineda? Almada's gone. He's gone in the summer. After the Olympics, he's gone. So, I can see why they want to sell Giacomakis. After they do that, they'll suck. They'll suck. Don't worry. I mean, I like Jean De Silva, but they're going to suck. They get rid of Giacomakis and Almada one fell swoop. No, that would be Tsubasa Endo against Atlanta in 2019. 30 seconds. I remember. He's still like, what, 23? Too late. He's 23. So Di Maria to Miami because he's not wanted Rosario Central. Yeah, I kind of found that weird that he'd want to play Rosario Central for half a season and then go to Miami. That didn't make sense to me. But it also proves that Miami's just breaking the rules. Which, I mean, anybody could see it. They were breaking the rules. Anybody could see Garber's just letting Miami break the rules. Which is funny because they got caught breaking the rules before Messi and they paid for it. But now, no, it's fine. It's fine because you have Lionel Messi and, well, we got to hitch our wagon to him. So now he can break the rules. And Beckham's like, but I broke the rules with Pellegrini. Yeah, rules for thee, not for me. Or whatever, I don't know. Shot, Coup di Pietro. Why did they just stop playing? Yeah, isn't Holland 23 too? Are we doing this again? You're really going to stop playing? I mean, yeah, he was offside, but how about play the move? How about play the game and then hope they say offside instead of stopping? Are we doing that again? This ain't even the 90th minute. Whatever, at least one to goal. Well, I'm just saying Miami broke the rules with him, and that's why he ended up in New York. I don't know if that was the best move, but they did break the rules. Jude Bellingham won at UCL at age 20. Yeah, there's always players who are that young winning UCL. Well, I'm sure you could find one on any roster. Like, didn't Chelsea have, like, a 20-year-old player when they won the Champions League on their roster? I mean, he barely played, but... And he ain't nothing anymore, but, you know. Just Chelsea things, right? But just Chelsea things. Almada won a World Cup. Yeah. We have two MLS. It's funny, there's two players in MLS that won a World Cup. I don't think we've ever been able to say that before. Or at least defending World Cup champions. I know we've never been able to say that before. Cross in. Did Thierry Henry win a World Cup? I don't think he did. Did he? I mean, yeah, they're holding the ball up, but I mean, that last play was a little bit... Oof. He did. He was on the team in 06? Or was it 98? Yeah, okay, 98. That was before Arsenal. Okay, yeah. Before I was born, so, I mean, why are we even... Because he just wasn't a starter because he was young. There we go. And he wasn't? And then 06 was Italy. Silver medal, yep. He was on that team, though. See, I remember more 06. 2 reasons. Italy won, penalty shootout. Actually, 3. Italy won, penalty shootout, Zidane's headbutt on Materazzi. The headbutt. Zidane was already a star. Oh, yeah. I knew that one. Vieira and Zidane. Well, yeah, Zidane was already a star. He was Madrid, Galactico at that point. 13th minute. Just hold on. Just hold on, please. Like, they're going forward well, but it looks like they're going to do something completely stupid. I don't know why I feel this. Who am I kidding? I know. Who am I kidding? I know. Who am I kidding? I know. I'm going to miss Toni Kroos, best midfielder. Well, if he's underrated, how do you say best? Like, I mean, I agree. Toni Kroos is one of the best midfielders I've ever seen play the game of football, but he's underrated, though. Like, he's totally underrated, though, but I mean, if you know ball, yeah, he's one of the best. I wouldn't say the best. I think that's a little bit overselling it. I mean, still got N'Golo Kante, at least when N'Golo Kante was at his peak. I mean, he was there. Modric, Kroos, Modric, Kante, Pirlo. Is that going to cause any PTSD in the chat, by the way? Pirlo? No? I don't know. Seriously, I'm not going to lie. I was even pissed off at how much Pirlo was basically just hot dog in MLS. Like, I love Pirlo, but I'm like, he was absolutely hot dog in MLS. Straight up. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Even as a person, well, yeah. They're really trying to make New York-Toronto a rivalry. I have respect for New York. There's a rivalry there, but I have respect for New York, especially if they're not playing us. Pirlo was brought in to sell jerseys. That's it. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, that's a lot. That's everybody. But, I mean, I've never... Him, Pirlo, and Insigne are probably the two that... Yeah, Insigne's hot dogged MLS, too. I'm not even going to lie. He has. Henry played tough. Let's see. Lampard was actually good in 2016. If I say something good about Frank Lampard, I'm wrong. I don't want to do it. After what Frank Lampard did as a coach, I don't want to say anything good about him. No. Okay, how about this? Frank Lampard, amazing player, horrible coach. Absolutely horrible coach. Edson Alvarez better than Guido Rodriguez. Of course. Edson Alvarez is in the damn Premier League. He won a Conference League. Yes. Guido's going to Barca. Edson is at West Ham. Well, he could be somewhere higher. I mean, Chelsea could easily go in for... Oh, wait. They already have... Oh. St. Louis City 1-0 over Miami. Let's go. You let Chris Durkin score on you? 3 straight losses. Lord. Wait, oh, he just went there. My bad. Lavia never played. Shot! What is happening in Miami? The rod is setting in. And just wait till not to the conference, to the Copa America and Euros start. Just wait. It's going to get worse. They're going to fall off like a stone. They're going to fall off like a stone. They're going to fall off like a stone. I mean, I did say they'd finish 9th in the conference. Wait. I did say Toronto would finish above Miami. I may not be that crazy. TFC will get there on one day on the right track. Hey, at least we're winning. Didn't you bet on Miami? I didn't even think St. Louis could do it. I didn't even think St. Louis could beat them after 3 straight losses. Chris Durkin. Yeah, because Televisa paid him out the ass to be the Hamburglar. Te va robar, las águilas, te va robar. Well, that's just because he's Maldini. Maldini's different breed. He pulled a Zlatan, but they're just a different breed. They both. Maldini played for Milan. Zlatan ended up playing for Milan. Oh, Lord. How many DPs is that again? 5? Figures. How about we just blow the salary cap out of the water? I've been saying this for years. Blow the salary cap out of the water. It's not needed anymore. Because we're fine with 1. You know where this is going. We've been playing the ball forward, but come on, DeAndre. Oh. What's blasphemy? Edson over Enzo? You know what, though? National team-wise, no, he's wrong. League-wise, yes, he's right. He's right. Enzo is horrible for Chelsea. Like, he's only had, 5 or 6 good games for Chelsea? I mean, everybody's been trash, but, I mean, and I know he's been playing with a hernia for 6 months, but we played better without him. He gets the hernia surgery. Chelsea plays better without him, wins 5 in a row to make the Conference League. No, it's not blasphemy, at least club-wise. At least club-wise, it's not blasphemy. Internationally, maybe. Club-wise, no. There's a difference there. Okay, besides Cole Palmer, everybody else is trash. Oh, okay, not Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher and Cole Palmer are the only ones good in my book, and one of them's getting sold. Oh, and they fired Poch. Oh, my God, they're idiots. Ugh. We're not winning the Conference League, aren't we? We're gonna get Olympiacos, aren't we? Probably. Quarterfinals come around. Chelsea versus somebody. I don't know. We're gonna get Olympiacos. Just like Villa did. That is gonna be the worst moment ever. Read the last comment. The designated player rule, nicknamed the Beckham rule, allows Major League Soccer franchises to sign up to 3 players that would be considered outside the salary cap. I know that. I'm joking because Miami's just looks like they're allowed to break the rules. And nobody else, everybody else has to play by it. Miami can do whatever the hell they want. I swear to God, even with the TAM players they've signed, it looks like they've overblown that. Like, am I the only one who thinks Miami's cheating? Come on. Miami's got like 5 DPs, and they've overblown their TAM by like $300 million at this point. You really think they aren't breaking the rules? This is worse than LA Galaxy. At least LA Galaxy looked like they were trying to follow the rules. Or at least if Garber gave them a loophole, they followed the loophole. And everybody else got the loophole a year later. Freaking Miami's just saying, hey. Or maybe it's Miami gets to play no matter what. Next year, everybody else gets the no salary cap. Which, hey, at least it's a year late. DeAndre Kerr blocked away. DeAndre Kerr goes wide. Which I guess maybe. I don't know. I mean, LA Galaxy cheated too, but at least Enzo Maresca plays attacking football. Almost bottled the championship, but he plays attacking football. I'm coping. Shouldn't be able to do that in this league. At least for the DPs. But they're just doing it completely. And they've already got caught cheating. And now they get away with it. They should be hammered harder. But no, they get messy. Did they really get punished? 22nd minute. Corner for TFC, 1-0. Headed away. Toronto's got 3. If Miami's flexing their money, NYCFC would be winning every single MLS Cup and Shield. Yeah, see, like New York, it depends if City Football Group actually wants to spend their money on New York City like that. That's the first question. Second of all, New York, legitimately, I mean, City's never really had a penchant for listening to the rules, right? So, you know, it actually gives me a little bit more. I mean, I know they've broken all the rules of Man City, but the fact that City Football Group is following the rules in MLS, I got to give them respect for that. Because, well, we know they don't have a penchant for following rules. Just look at Man City. So the fact they're following the MLS rules, it's like they can do the same thing to MLS they're doing to the Prem. Throw the lawyers at it. I'm surprised they didn't try it. Maybe that shows they don't care. Well, does Tim Bezbachenko get enough respect? That's my question. I mean, in our circle, yes, he gets respect, but does he get the respect anywhere else? I mean, I guess everybody, yeah, I guess fair enough, but I don't think anybody who's a GM or football director in MLS, if they deserve respect, they get it. I mean, Garth Lagerwey, I never really saw it. 1-0 Toronto still. Brentford owns Chelsea. Everybody owns Chelsea. The Canadian women defeated Mexico today. Yep, 2-0. Love it. Adriana Leon and Chloe Lacasse with the goals. And then the U.S. women's national team beat South Korea 4-1. 4-1. Emma Hayes' era is going to be... See, Canada should have won that Gold Cup or should have won that She Believes Cup. They blew that for sure. That was the moment. Even when the U.S. women's national team is crap, Canada's still under their thumb. Hey, at least one in the Olympics. Olympics. Kevin De Bruyne to MLS. He's going to San Diego. It would be funny if he went to New York City. Well, I don't know if it'd be funny. It'd be like Pep. It would be like Pep. Pep and Kevin De Bruyne going to New York City would be like sort of a like they're still getting paid by City Football Group. They just chose to leave Man City. Is that really... I mean, they could easily... at least with De Bruyne, they could loan him out and just have Man City pay the money. Don't have to make NYC pay anything. And it doesn't matter what much you pay a manager because that's not against the rules. But yeah, Pep has a house in New York, so I could totally see if Pep's not going to coach a national team, I could see him coaching New York City FC, which I'm sure a lot of NYCFC fans want, considering Nick Cushing is horrible. He's not a good coach. I don't care if they bounce back. That's the players, not the coach. Also, probably the fight throwed a little bit of fire on the... Messi equalized against St. Louis. Yeah, okay, I'm not surprised. Just hold on 1-1, please. At least they're in Miami. 27th minute. Goal Miami. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Bernadeschi corner. Come on. Cross in. Header. Oh, that was no header. That was just over his head. It was over his head. When Larea comes on, does it move Berna to right wing? It should. It should. Thoughts on Uruguay losing against Ivory Coast, drawing against Costa Rica. And if you lose to Ivory Coast, I mean, Uruguay's better than them. but at least Ivory Coast won the AFCON. Drawing against Costa Rica, I know they've had a, what's the word? I know they've had a generation change. It's still Uruguay's better than Costa Rica. So it doesn't look good on Uruguay that they're losing. They lost against Ivory Coast, drew against Costa Rica. It doesn't look good. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't look good. Viñas played in the last game. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good player. Just because America got rid of him doesn't mean he's a good player. Wait. Doesn't Leon have him now? I might be confusing him with somebody, but doesn't Leon have him now? Yeah. Oh. How many times has TFC used a bunch of headers? Because that header makes no sense. They don't really have the height in the front line to use headers. So it doesn't work much. That's also why they don't score on corners a lot. Which, whatever. Well, no, he didn't duck New York during the Noche d'Or. Remember that? New York City FC versus Miami, like one of the days of the first round of the playoffs, before a playoff game, they played Noche d'Or to celebrate Messi's Ballon d'Or as a friendly, and New York beat Miami on Messi's day. And Messi had a free kick to tie it up at the last minute, and he absolutely whizzed it over the bar. That was something. It's like he's scared of us since then. And New York actually played really good in that game. They deserved to win. They deserved to win that game. I'm not going to lie. They did deserve it. They defeated Argentina. Uruguay's level is weird. They defeated Brazil, Uruguay, Argentina, but they regularly use a bad player such as Cáceres. Well, I mean, they do have Marcelo Bielsa as their manager, though. I mean, before that, I said Diego Alonso would suck. What happened at the World Cup? But they got Bielsa. Here's the thing about that. I agree that Vinicius Jr. deserves it if Brazil wins the Copa. I don't think that'll happen. But Vinicius Jr. deserves the Ballon d'Or if Brazil wins the Copa and if England does not win the Euros. If England wins the Euros, Jude wins Ballon d'Or for sure. Even without Ballon d'Or, or even without the Euros, he could win the Ballon d'Or. But Vinicius, if Brazil wins the Copa and England does not win the Euros, it's Vinicius. Again, that's a lot of things to happen. Now, if England doesn't win, Brazil doesn't win, Spain doesn't win, technically, and Argentina wins the Copa, it still could be Messi. Not because I think so. Somebody said it's possible. I mean, I saw some TikTok that said it was possible. I don't know. That if Italy wins the Euros and Argentina wins the Copa, it'll be Messi. I don't think that's completely right, but, I think that is a robbery. I'm not going to lie. Bellingham still deserves it for what he did in the league. Hell, Vinicius does over Messi, but, and I love the MLS, but let's be totally honest. Besides the Leagues Cup, what did Messi do over the past year? Nothing. And maybe win the Copa, but he has to win the Copa, but I mean, I think it's a thing to listen to, but 31st minute, 1-0 Toronto. England would still lose. Toronto has a goal kick here. Acting like Toronto won't make the Eastern Conference Finals. I guarantee you, though, Benteke getting ready to press, Goal kick taken. 1-0. Yeah, it's raining. Ooh. Long ball. Etienne Jr. That's a free kick for sure. Yeah. I guarantee you Toronto's going to play New York in the playoffs. I have a funny feeling. I have a funny feeling Toronto's going to end up playing New York in the playoffs. After all that, it's going to end up happening. TFC number 2, let's go. Playing forward, Bernadeschi. Flores, Davy Flores, which I'm so happy we got him. Plays up, nice run. Amazing. Bernadeschi. Get on side. Cross in, Bernadeschi. A shot cross to the far post, and it's 2-0 Toronto. 33rd minute. Federico Bernadeschi. Be the 34th minute. 0-2. Let's go. Toronto will somehow bottle this. Don't you dare. They probably will. Don't you dare, probably. But a good shot by Bernadeschi. Pretty much a cross that goes into the net. I don't think there was any deflection there. No. Alex, you got to get back. You got to get back. You got to be back on your line. Come on. I don't know why I care, but that's PTSD right there. Just get back. Get back. Step on your line. You could have gotten that. Step back on your line. Come on. I don't even play goalkeeper, I can tell you that. Bernadeschi, that's his 7th. Well, I mean, is it really? We all have it. Am I the only one? We all have it. We should give dumbass 5 past him. That would feel good. That would feel good. That is his 7th goal. Let me see. 7th. He was on 6th. This is his 7th. This would be 7. Yep, 7th on the year. 7th on the year. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7th league goal on the year. Yep, 8th all comps. There we go. Lol. 7. Thoughts on the Madrid game? I mean, I did a review for it. But Dortmund played well in the first half. They should have scored. They didn't score. Led to Madrid having the better second half. Madrid scores 2 goals. Madrid wins. Madrid was better for a half, and that's all they needed to be. How would I feel if England won? Sad. I'd be sad. If it's against anybody but Italy, I'd be sad. If it's against Italy, I'll be pissed. But I'll root for anybody over England. It would be nice if it was Scotland. But if it wasn't Italy, it'd be nice if it was Scotland, but that would never happen. Germany, I do have some German blood. I could get behind that. That was 7. I think he went to college. He went to college. He went to Syracuse. I'm sure he does. The same one Garrett Schrader has to fall back on. Because everybody, well, I do, of course. Well, I mean, just the way their fans are. The fact I have Irish blood, Native American blood, German blood. Honestly, the more I realize, I think I have a little bit of Italian blood. I mean, everything that I have, do you think I wouldn't? That's an insult to think I wouldn't. That's an insult to think I would. That's an insult to think I wouldn't. And I would hate it. Cleared away. And I would hate it with everything that I have. The 3 things I know I have and the 1 thing I'm starting to suspect. Why would I like England? Everything. Pick Madrid. Scots fell off from the 80s and 90s. Thirty-eighth minute. Well, let's see. The Irish blood. I mean, it's pretty well documented what England did to Ireland. It's pretty well documented. It's pretty well documented. Name me 5 Irish cities. Dublin. Sligo. Kilkenny? Yeah, Kilkenny's a city. That's where the stout came from as well. I think there's also a Letterkenny in Ireland as well. And Donegal? Yeah. That's a county. Damn it. Well, at least I have better Irish geography than others. If we get one more goal before the half, we'll win 5-0. I can't believe I haven't seen you so positive ever. This is the first time. Well, no, Saint Laurent, you were positive. This is the second time I've ever seen you so positive. That's the second time I've ever seen you so positive. That's rare. That's rare. That's rarer than a freaking tartar. Aaron Herrera. He's definitely fallen off. Cross in. Caught by Sean Johnson. No. Belfast, Galway, Limerick, Cork, Dublin. There we go. No. That's just too far. No. Especially, just in any case, it's sad. But if it happened at the match or if it was... But again, in any case, that's sad. In any case, it's sad. You don't want that. You don't want any rival fan or player to die. There's differences between rivalries. No. Where did I say that? Like, I can't... No. I hate the team. Belfast is in a different country in Ireland. It's Northern Ireland. One day they'll get the 6 counties back, though. The 6 counties will be... One day the 6 counties will be back. I can't stand the team. I can't stand the fans. But it's from a sporting position. Sad. From a sporting position. The Troubles. One's Protestant, one's Catholic. And England really pushed for the loyalists to have their own country. You got Northern Ireland's in the UK, right? They're Protestant loyalists. England. Just look up the Troubles. I can explain it better. That can explain it better. "43rd minute. Playing forward is DC United. Two on STL. Really? Who scored? Klaus? Leuven? Pompeu? Az? Who scored? How do you, if you're Miami, how do you lose to a 3 straight loss St. Louis team? Okay, all right. I won't complain. I won't complain. Do I need... Steven Eustachio would make it into England's midfield. What do you mean? Steven Eustachio would make it into the England midfield if he had English blood. He is just standing on his line because Toronto hasn't gone. He's just standing on his line, waiting for Toronto to come forward. Waiting to come forward because at some point they will. 44th minute, still 2-0. Toronto defending well. Eustachio better than Declan Rice? Yes. Yes, he is. Yes, Steven Eustachio is better than Declan Rice. Also better than Jordan Henderson. Doesn't matter. I seem to remember Steven Eustachio. I seem to remember Steven Eustachio pocketing Arsenal. By the way, who plays on that team? Oh, right, Declan Rice. Right. I seem to remember. Hold on. I seem to remember Indiana Vasilev scored. Oh. Well, that's good. Better on the ball. Better tackling. I think he's a little bit pacier. That doesn't matter. Steven Eustachio should be at Chelsea. He should be in the Prem. That doesn't matter. Sometimes players are in a league they shouldn't be in. And the Prem's not all it's cracked up to be anyway. Serie A is a better league anyway. 4 minutes of stoppage time, and that's a foul, free kick for DC. Eustachio has to prove himself in a good league. He would if somebody would buy him. If somebody would buy him, he would. I bet you play FIFA Ultimate Team. Wow, this player was rated 90, 95 on FIFA. This player's rated 88. I know which one's the better player. That's not all it's cracked up to be. Miami got another equalizer. I used to like it. Eustachio and the Canadian men's team play too clean, can't handle the physically rough game from the Caribbean Central American teams. I mean, that is partially true. And I think you're wrong. And I think you're wrong. I didn't say Eustachio was better than Bellingham. That would be just dumb. That would be dumb. That'd be zero brain. Jude Bellingham is better than Eustachio. I'm not that Oh. No, I'm not that stupid. I'm not that stupid, and I'm not that biased. 47th minute, 2-0. But Stephen Eustachio is the metronome of Canada. They play better when he's on. Only Davies gets in the England squad. Well, Eustachio and Davies. And Jonathan David. What about Harry Kane? Jonathan David would be the third striker. Well, at least be on the team. I'd say he'd be second striker. Jonathan David's better than Ollie Watkins. What? 48th minute. Red Bull up 1-0. Jonathan David's better than Ollie Watkins. He's also better than Ivan Toney. Luis Suarez scored for Miami. Okay, that's not as bad. .30 seconds left in the first half. Playing forward. $19 goals against Farmers. Wow. He should not be in Ligue 1. Let's be honest. He should have left that league 3 years ago. I don't know why he's been there for 3 more years. .49th minute. Player down should be, that is a halftime. Halftime, it is 0-2. Toronto has the halftime lead. You love to see it. Pretty good game so far. Miami moneyline, Nashville moneyline, Crew, or draw, Galaxy or draw. Both teams score Vancouver. I think I know who's going to screw up your parlay. But halftime, Toronto has the lead. How many of those players play for England? Let's see. No. So what does that matter about the discussion? With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. 2-0 Toronto. As it stands, 26 points halfway through the season. As it stands, let's see where they're sitting. That would be 5th place. Oh, yeah, because Red Bulls are winning. Damn. Hey, at least we have to play them soon. Sit tight, be back. $2-0 Toronto. I like both, but what do you think? I like both, but what do you think? I like both. I like both. As you've seen before. You've been here long enough, you've seen before. But with that being said, let's talk about the stats at half. 52% possession to 48% possession. 9 shots to 8. 3 shots on goal to 3. 215 accurate passes, 85% to 208, 87%. 2 fouls to 5. 3 corners to 3. 9 shots to 8. 3 shots on goal to 3. 254 passes to 240, 85% pass accuracy to 87. Even though Toronto was less passes, that's why DC has it. 10 throws to 6. 0 offside to 0. 0 yellow cards, 0. 0 red cards, 0. 0-2 for DC or Toronto FC over DC United. Toronto's been the better team. They've played the ball forward more offensively. They look better. They've had 2 good chances. They could have definitely scored more goals. They've defended pretty well. They damn near fell asleep a couple of times, but they have a 2-0 lead, so all's well that ends well. DC United, Toronto has played them off the park pretty much. I wouldn't say playing them off the park, but definitely looking like the more dangerous team, Toronto. DC, on the other hand, well, they lost to Montreal. What do you think is going to happen here? Both between England players. Bukayo Saka is way better. Well, I didn't say David was better than Saka. I think Saka is better. Levi Colwill, Cole Palmer, Amari Hutchinson. Amari Hutchinson could play for Jamaica, but okay. Harvey Elliott, Fabio Carvalho, Marcus Edwards, Samuel Jr., and Job Bellingham. I'd say Fabio Carvalho is a good player. Harvey Elliott's a good player. Hutchinson can play for Jamaica, but good player. Cole Palmer, probably one of the 3 best players in the Prem. Levi Colwill, good player. Job, I could definitely see him going to Europe or bigger teams in Europe next year. And Job's a good player too. So 2 of those I wouldn't agree with. The rest of them I would. Fans wearing Madrid jerseys at the Toronto DC game. Sir Bobby Charlton's a good historical player, but he retired, 30-some years ago, and now he's dead. So I don't know why that's exactly in the conversation, but, they're not playing right now. Like, retired players really shouldn't be in the conversation. Like, yeah, of course, that a retired player who's had their whole career, who's had a historical career, is probably better than somebody who's playing right now that is underrated more than 30 years ago. I'm making a point, okay? Like, yeah, it's more than 30 years ago, 30 years ago, what's the difference? It's not like HD was created in 30 years ago. Like, $30 plus, what's the difference? Second half's about to start. And TFC, or the Canadian Concacaf Champions Cup final starts very soon. If Miami only had Luis Suarez and friends, but no Messi, would they still be in first? No. They're only in first because they have Messi. And they're going to fall out of first pretty quickly. Ian Monson's a great player. I want Chelsea to get him back. But they're going to just sell him to Dortmund anyway. He's on loan. Is he going to come back to Chelsea? Probably not. I mean, it would be good considering Reece James is freaking more fragile than a leg lamp. Fragile must be Italian. Fragile must be Italian. Why did I reference that 2 nights in a row? I don't know. still better than how we started the season. Second half about to start. TFC with the 2-0 lead. How we doing, Mile High? Don't know if Bayern's board will waste a deal for Theo Hernandez. I don't think they would, but losing both your outside backs or good players that are outside backs in one summer is probably not the smartest play. I mean, I know they have Tell, but I'd say Davies is more likely to get sold than Theo. But if somebody comes in with a good deal for Theo Hernandez, yeah, he's probably gone too. But the question is who replaces? You know, I mean, Tell replaces Davies. The question is who replaces Tell? Could be Ian Maatsen if Bayern want to go full on Bayern Munich again. Arsenal needs to get a left back. Don't they have Urian Timber? Like, he's going to come back. Like, they have. And besides, Kieran Tierney on loan. They could bring him back. No, he's a right back, though. But again, even then, who would Arsenal go for that they could get? Like, are they going to spend, or just make one or two signings? Zinchenko's worth like $8 million. Yeah, but he's more of a midfielder than an outside back. The second half's about to start. About to see the second half start. DC to kick off. Playing forward. The kickoff of the second half has happened. Here we go. DC United on the ball. They sub in. Yep, they subbed in Akamboni. Yep, in the second half. Matai Akamboni is in. Subbed him in. Commentary. Yep, for Steven Birnbaum. Okay, that's a call. That's a call. Playing forward is DC. Good clearance by Kevin Long. Nice. .46-minute playing for DC. Looking to try to get back into the game with a lot of time left. Header by Pedro Santos. Nothing there. DC has the forward play so far. Still DC on the ball. Still 2-0 Toronto. That's the good news. Playing forward. Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. Or give me freedom, give me fire, give me Saint Laurent, or I retire. Or I retire. .47th minute. I've never heard of therapeutic dolphins before. I've never heard of therapeutic dolphins before. That's interesting. Now, this Alex Bono Dolphins thing is making me think of the episode of South Park where Kyle's dad got transformed into a dolphin. Like it was a dolphin plasty or whatever. That's no. Playing forward is Toronto. Yeah, but I guess they're trained to be therapeutic. I don't know. Two between St. Louis City and Miami. Montreal, Toronto, the real rivalry is football. I agree with that. Penalty to LA. Yeah, but couldn't you just... .49th minute. Free kick for TFC. 1-0 Ricky Pooch puts it home. I do not smoke the reefer. I do not smoke cigars. I don't smoke a pipe. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke the reefer. 50th minute. Well, yeah, I mean, who on the Galaxy would score besides Ricky Pooch? Pooch is too good for the MLS. Sadly enough, he has too much of an attitude to play anywhere else. Henry says, my sister has a legit therapeutic dog and got a note from the doctor so she could take it to school. Well, that's something that a lot of people do, have service dogs. It's just there's a lot of people who also use service dogs to just have a reason to take their dog everywhere and not really have a disability. But there's also that. That's infuriating. people just get their dogs licensed as service dogs just to have them with them. But no wonder why Barca let him go to the hellhole that's LA. I mean, and no wonder why nobody's bought him. A Barcelona fraud is smashing MLS. Which one? There's a couple in the league. You gotta be more specific. There's a couple of them in the league. You gotta be more specific. You gotta be more specific. Rocky Mountain Cup's a perfect rivalry. I've never heard anybody say that before. That is the first time I've ever heard of that. That's the first time I ever heard those words ever said. Klitsch, that's going to be a free kick. Yellow card for Bernadeschi. How many games is he going to get another yellow card suspension in? Yellow card accumulation suspension in? I'm going to say about 7. That's the over-under. Who wants to take that action? I say 7. Yeah, but nobody. It's either Montreal, Toronto, or Cascadia that people talk about as the best rivalry in the league. I've never heard somebody say Rocky Mountain Cup. Even Rapids and RSL fans, I've never heard that. Even they know their rivalry sucks. Even they know their rivalry sucks. Like, I'll listen to people saying Cascadia and El Trafico and the Hudson River Derby are as good as the 401 Derby. They're wrong. They're wrong. I mean, El Trafico, Cascadia, and the Hudson River Derby isn't bad, but it's not the 401 Derby. But at least I can listen to those arguments and be like, okay, I can see it. I can see it. You're wrong, but I can see it. Also, hell is real, but not Poosh. Who's going to be singing tonight in the Champions? Columbus, 3-2 after 90 minutes. This kid on my little brother's local club team got Landon Donovan's attention at a match, Chivas USA versus Galaxy. Landon was being nice. As soon as he saw Landon smile, he just gives him the finger. No, Landon Donovan did do that. My other team is Mexico thing, and he honestly deserves the middle finger for that. That he honestly, yeah, okay. Shot! Over the bar by Tyrese Spicer. The rookie of the year, by the way. He should be. I'd say Red Bulls DC is better. Hell, I'd say Columbus Toronto is better. And those aren't really the true rivalries, but those are secondary rivalries, and I still think those are better. Dallas, the Copa Tejas, all 3 legs of it. Austin, Dallas, Houston. Copa Tejas is better. Atlanta versus Nashville, better. Cali Classico, better. Yeah, thanks to it's like Columbus Toronto. DC Red Bull fell off because NYCFC came into the league, just like Montreal came into the league. Ergo, Crew Toronto falls off because there's a more realistic rivalry that replaced it. And I guess it even fell off more because of Hell's Real. Because DC's had the ball more in the second half. And they've had more forward play, but they haven't scored on us, though. So that's good. Atlantic Cup, Florida over the Atlantic Cup. Well, okay. Yeah, I'll agree. Miami versus Orlando. Yeah, it's getting there, especially with Messi. But before that, no. Now that Messi's there, yeah. 55th minute. There we go. Mississippi State versus Virginia. How's that going, by the way, in the College World Series? 4-4 in the middle of the eighth. Agreed. Honestly, I would agree with that too. I would honestly agree with that too. I mean, it's funny. It is funny. That's funny. And honestly, after the my other team is Mexico thing, yeah, Landon deserves it. And also, basically, throwing the San Diego Lowell under the bus after San Diego FC became a thing, you know? Yeah. Yeah. I did enjoy Landon's kicking it with Kate Abdo and Charlie Davies and Dempsey. That was a pretty good show episode. The show Kicking It that Kate Abdo and Dempsey and Charlie Davies and Mo Adu are on. That's a good show on Golasso. It's interesting. Even if they have non-football guests, it's very interesting. The episode they did with Marcus Samuelson, the chef. Nobody knows who that is but me. I don't know how many of you really love watching the Food Network. I'm probably the only one. So, unless they've watched the show. But 58th minute. Akinboni on the ball, plays it forward. I don't disagree on that. Still Akinboni, back to Bono. Kerr pressing. No. Gazdag is going to have a chance to score yet another pen. Of course. Gazdag's going to Pendag. Paniel Pendag. Benteke's down hurt. That's not good for DC. That's their best player. Best USMNT player in European football. Oh, this is a good question. Oh, and there's a lot of answers. I mean, you have Pulisic. You have Tim Weah. I would say, yeah, Tim Weah, Pulisic. McKennie. It ain't Gio Reyna because, I mean, every coach Gio Reyna has hates Gio Reyna, but we already talked about that one, didn't we? New England's winning a game. I can't believe it. I'll go with Pulisic. I'll go with Pulisic as my choice. If Gio Reyna was liked, it would be Gio Reyna, but he's not. Like, seriously, every coach that he has must be afraid of Claudio, legitimately, at this point. But again, we touched on that one. Because if they would do it to Berhalter, I'm sure Claudio has PIs that he would hire to try to railroad another coach. Because I don't think Claudio learned his lesson. But it has to be a true aggrieve, not just not play him. Or that must mean Edin Terzic and Nuno Espirito Santo have no skeletons in their closet. Either way, Hopkins is off. Coelho's on. Coelho's off for Longstaff. No, wait, Rodriguez. Okay, I'm confused. Hopkins is 25, so I'm confused. Morel's on for Benteke. Yeah, they did both play, actually. I mean, Gio Reyna, and he's forced to be disappointed. Hopkins is off for Rodriguez. And I guess Coelho's going to be off for Longstaff. Here's the thing. He is disappointing because he doesn't play. But then he plays for the USMNT. He also gets injured a lot. That doesn't hurt. Or that doesn't help, I should say. But when he plays for the USMNT, did you not see what he did in the Nations League semifinal? Him and Haji Wright basically single-handedly beat Jamaica. I mean, that's something they should be doing. But like when Gio Reyna plays for the national team, he shows he's at his ceiling. It makes no sense to me. From what I do see at Gio Reyna, like I know his parents are narcissists, but Gio on his own merits is a really good player. Brandon Vasquez, he plays in Mexico. He doesn't play in Europe yet. He chose to play in Mexico. Corner for DC. But Brandon Vasquez honestly should be the backup to the USMNT striker spot. Haji Wright is better. Haji Wright, yeah, Brandon Vasquez. But it ain't Zendejas. I don't care how good his Ligia was. It wasn't Zendejas. But I'm going to say this. Valerian Balogun is overrated. Haji Wright is better than Balogun, and honestly, right now, Vasquez is better than Balogun. The top two for the Copa should be Haji and Brandon Vasquez. I said it. 62nd minute. Save, punched over by Sean Johnson. So for me, I would go Haji and Brandon Vasquez as the top two strikers for the Copa. And Ricardo Pepi, I mean, Balogun, I mean, you do need a guy like Ricardo Pepi, but do you take Balogun off? I don't know. What happened to Cade? I thought he's done better at Chivas. Best World Cup song. The Spanglish version of Waving Flag that K9 and David Beastball did. The Spanglish version. Cowell's a winger anyway. What's your point? Shot past the post. Ballo's been disappointing. Yeah, they basically handed him the number one shirt or the number one striker position, and he did nothing with it. He has not lived up to the expectations for the national team, and he fell off in France. He went to Monaco when he fell off. At least Santi Jimenez was scoring bags for half of the season and then started to get better as the season ended. He did cool down for like 3 months, but he got better as the season ended. Longstaff for Coelho, Rawstead for Petretta. Wait, what? Don't tell me they're... No. Rawstead for Petretta. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. We have a 2-0 lead with 26 minutes to go, and you're going to... Oh, hell no. They're not doing this, aren't they? Oh, no. Pepe should be the starter. What? This isn't 2021. Pepe should be the starter. This is not 2021. Haji Wright is right there. And Brandon Vasquez. Pachuca versus Columbus, Toronto squad. Which Chivas players would get in Toronto's squad? Rangel in goal. Piojo Alvarado. He's better than Insigne. 10 minutes to kick off. Yeah, Piojo Alvarado is better than Insigne. Yes. But isn't that normal? Be quick. I'll be back very quickly. Goal kick for Sean Johnson. Well, I mean, I'm back. Haji's on a heater. Balogun's basically handed everything. I don't know. No. I'm not surprised. How we doing, Isaiah? 66 minute. How we doing, Isaiah? Pachuca versus Columbus. What are our starting 11s? For Pachuca, we got Carlos Moreno, Luis Rodriguez, Andres Micolta, Gustavo Cabral, Brian Gonzalez, Nelson De Osa, Eric Sanchez, Pedro Pedraza, Miguel Rodriguez, Solomon Rondon, Usama Idrisi. For Columbus, we got Patrick Schulte, Mo Farsi, Steven Moreira, Rudy Camacho, Yevgen Shaberko, Yal Yaboa, Aiden Morris, Darlington Nagby, Diego Rossi, Alexandre Matan, Cucho, and I told you Cucho was going to play 90 minutes. Well, look at that, won't you? And the game is going to kick off in about 8 minutes for the Champions Cup. Nice. That sounds awesome. Philly, Montreal, both teams now to 10. What the hell's going on down there? Yeah, I'll check state after, whatever. All right. So we'll be focusing, wouldn't be focusing, but we'll be flipping between both games in a couple of minutes. I've never tried it, so you're telling me I shouldn't try it. 68th minute. Pachuca versus Columbus is about to kick off in about less than 10 minutes. So, nice. Jerk chicken beef patty. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. No. No, he shouldn't have. If anybody need to go cry a river, it was Hangman Page, the Young Bucks, and Tony Khan. 68th minute. What? Que cazzo, que schifo. Mozzarella and hot chocolate. I love chocolate and cheese, but no. Who thought that was a good idea? Shaquille Marshall Ruddy coming on for Tyrese Spicer. No, because he's Tony Khan's boy. Virtual hug. Montreal scores, it's 2-2. '69th minute. You reacting to Mexico versus Uruguay? No. World Cup qualifiers are happening that day. Yeah, so. Only friendlies I'm reacting to are Canada's because they're played in Europe. How many sub windows are left? That would be, give me 5. TFC has used 2, so they have 1 sub window left. They subbed at the half. DC has 2 left. And TFC has 3 subs left in 1 window. Wait, no. No, that would be 1. So 2 subs left in 1 window. Fat Mob is behind like a mug. 70th minute, 2-0. Samuel Piet scored. Messi scored today. It's a good day. Toronto's winning. That's a good day. Madrid won. That's a good day. Belly Goal won the UCL. That's a good day. If Columbus wins, it's the perfect day. And yeah, we'll take Messi scoring. Should have bet on it. But I didn't. Bernadeschi over the bar. But I didn't. 70th minute. No. No. Vinny scored. It's a good day. True. Yeah. Pachuca wins. No. I know. I want Columbus to win the Champions Cup. How wild, right? Fletcher's on. Coming on for DC. That's their 3rd window. Pedro Santos is off for Fletcher, but they had a short bench anyway. I know, crazy that I want Columbus to win the Champions Cup. I think they will, but I also want them to. 3-2 St. Louis. Get in! Get in! How are you losing to St. Louis? Cross in. 4 minutes till kickoff. Cross in. I think they're calling for handball on DC. That's going to be a goal kick. Chelsea in 2025. Chelsea in 25. Sonia Bonpastor's Chelsea. Bet. Sonia Bonpastor's Chelsea. Teams are walking out in Pachuca. Pachuca wearing their blue camo Call of Duty uniforms. Columbus wearing their yellow. Those Call of Duty uniforms are awesome. I want one. Those Pachuca Call of Duty uniforms are cool. I want one. You think AEW is gaining momentum? No, they're not. Just because Mercedes Moné is champion. Good for her. I'm happy for Sasha Mercedes. Chris Statlander turning heel. That's pretty cool. MJF comeback. That's probably the best thing they've done. But 72nd minute. Larea looking like he's being rested for internationals. Hopefully, knock on wood, he doesn't get injured. Where's Soup for the final? Dude, there's no time for me to change. There's no time for me to change. How about when I put on the NXT shirt, I'll put on the jacket. Bonmati's staying at Barca or leaving? I think she's staying. Joaquim Nielsen scored. '73rd minute. Well, if I record the CCL part of the video first and then do the Toronto part. Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. Okay. 73rd minute, Toronto takes the lead or has a 2-0 lead. You know what? James Dolan or Tony Khan? Dolan. Dolan. I mean, Toronto's leading 2-0. What's the worst that could happen? Teams have walked out. They're getting ready to go. Playing forward, DC. That's out for a corner. Here we go. 74th minute. Let's leave that out. Yeah, works for me. All right. Cross in. It's going to go up for another corner. That'll work. Sanchez, Pedraza de Osa. Wait. This will do good enough, ain't it? Okay. This will do good enough. It's not great, but it'll work. Moreno, Gonzalez, Micolta, Cabral, Rodriguez de Osa, Sanchez, Pedraza, Adrisi, Rondon, Rodriguez for Pachuca. Ball crossed in, 75th minute. Caught by Sean Johnson. See, we sort of made it work. Okay? There you go. Schulte, Shaberko, Camacho, Marrero, Farsi, Yaboa, Nagby, Morris, Matan, and Cucho, and Rossi up top for Columbus. Luc de Fougereau, very good defender. I agree. 76th minute, Toronto playing forward. Pachara ran out of words. That looks better than a traditional shirt. Well, we made it work, I guess. It's like one of those COVID things, but it works. For a day like this, it works. It's still 2-0. Toronto's over there, and I'll wait for the review, but I'll do the Champions League part of the review first. Champions Cup, yeah. Got some black and gold for Columbus, too. There we go. So it's not just the NXT shirt, but it works. Thank you for the idea, Alex. It works. Boom. 76th minute. Game will kick off around the 77th, 78th minutes. So it'll be about 12, 13 minutes. Been here for over 12 hours now. Hey, at least you're here now. '77th minute, 2-0 for Toronto. I'll take the win. I will take the win, but DC's look better in the second half, but I'll still take it. Goal 1-0 Minnesota. Turns out, without Mr. AWOL, they're better. What do you know? And we're off in the Champs Cup final at Hidalgo. Farsi rolling down the wing. Here's Columbus with an early chance. Shot save! Whoa, that's a good early chance for Columbus. But it's still 0-0. 0-0. Damn. And it's some of your favorite players you missed watching. You missed watching some of your favorite players. I wouldn't say favorite team. Here comes Columbus. Rossi plays it back. Moreira. Farsi. Columbus started hot. That's what you want. They almost scored 30 seconds in. What do you mean? ¿Por qué? What do you mean? What do you mean? 78th minute for Toronto. 2-0 Toronto. Moreira. 1 minute in, Morse. Vinny, Belligol, Modric. Yeah, 8:15 was the kickoff. Who takes the lead first? Columbus. Yeah, that's what I said. Columbus. 78th minute. Strode. Oh, wait, whoa. Did Bernadeschi just do a freaking scorpion kick to get it out? Didn't really work out. Yeah, but he still played. Besides, what? You want... I mean, shot, save. Sean Johnson, rebound. Tapped in by Ted DiPietro. Oh, Lord, here we go again. Ted DiPietro scores. Sean Johnson leaves out a bad rebound, and it's 1-2. Oh, Lord, here we go again. Here we go again. Playing forward, 2:04. Jared Strode with a shot. Sean Johnson leaves it, and Ted DiPietro. Yeah, he's good. I just hate that he has our number. And here comes Tobias time. We're going to draw 2-2 instead of win. 3 minutes in, still 0-0. 0-0 Pachuca contra Columbus. 79th minute. And he came off as soon as he scored. Well, that's a good news. 1-2. Here we go again. I saw this one coming. 10 minutes plus stoppage time. Offside on DeAndre Kerr. I'm at the third minute. 2:44, getting to the third minute. Well, at least they took off Ted DiPietro. This team stops playing earlier and earlier. See, I told you to be worried. See, it's funny because I'm like, yep, I know what's coming. I was like, yeah, they're definitely going to get Tobias timed, and you were the positive one. Pirani's on for DiPietro. And you're the positive one. And I'm like, no, they're going to get Tobias timed. And what happened? What happened? Operator, could you help me place this call? Can you see the number on the matchbook is old and faded? She's living in L.A. with her best old ex-friend Ray. Gosh, she said she knew well and sometimes hated. Isn't that the way they say it goes? But let's forget all that and give me the number if you can't find it so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show. There you go. Only 2 hours until I get to go home. Hey, at least you're here. Columbus, one of the most storied clubs in MLS football. The GM used to be with Toronto during the 17-18 run. Yep, Tim Bezbachenko is now the GM of the Columbus Crew. Because he's from Columbus, didn't you know? 4th minute. Mo Farsi. It would be, but we'll see if they do it. Oh, there is Richie. There he is. Speaking of, there is Richie. Crossed in. Bernadeschi at the top of the box. That's going to go out right to Alex Bono. Herman needs to fix things. Well, he has been, but he needs to fix more. Can we fix it? Can we fix it? Derek Etienne Jr. off for Richie Larea. Yes, we can. 5th minute. Speaking of, I cannot believe they had Dora the Explorer on the frickin' yellow card, free kick for DC. At the top of the box, Davy Flores gets a yellow card. That's BS. Playing forward, that's past the post. 5:18, 0-0. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antone. Everything that I got is just what I got on. When that sun is high at the Texas sky, I'll be bucking it to County Fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. Free kick for DC, 83rd minute. What do we all expect? Come on. Who are we talking about here? Come on. I mean, yeah, it's not good, but who are we talking about here? More than the amount of times I've actually sang it. Probably like, what, 20, 25 times you told me? I've only sang it about, what, 7? 83rd minute. Like, I should just do a cover of Amarillo by Morning just to frickin', like a whole song and as a video just to appease you. '83rd minute. 2-1. Yeah, it's 2-1 right now. 0-0, 2-1. Yep. DC Toronto's the longer match. But let's see if that changes. Rodriguez is on the free kick. Parati is on it. Don't tell me this is going to happen. 84th minute. Rodriguez. Shot over the bar. Goal kick for Sean Johnson. Shot. What a save. Schulte. Big save. No penalty. Columbus could go the other way. 7th minute. 84th minute. Still 2-1 Toronto. '84th minute. Throw in for TFC. 6 minutes to go. Be a free kick there on Morris. Morris gets fouled. Free kick for Columbus. 5 minutes plus stoppage time. I couldn't look fully fancy, so I tried. I'm still just a redneck. But I'm still just a redneck. Harsh red card on Lasseter. Idiotic to go to VAR for contact in that area of the pitch. That's football. That's a free kick. Free kick for Columbus. Rossi brought down. Top of the box. 85th minute. Still 2-1 Toronto with 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Good defensive play. Longstaff. Richie. Still Richie. Let's go, Richie. Still Richie, but that's out for Toronto. Throw. Pachuca knocking. Who you got winning Champs Cup? I had Columbus. Free kick for Columbus at the 9th minute. Free kick for Columbus. The shot taken, blocked off the wall. What, you're saying ball don't lie? 86th minute. Playing forward, 86 of 90. Toronto on the ball. Plays forward, Richie Larea. Back to Bernadeschi. Richie chips it up. Bernadeschi loses the ball. But Longstaff gets there. Richie gets there. Back to Bernadeschi. Foul. That'll be a free kick. Computer has the Pachuca-Columbus game. TV has the Toronto game. 10 minutes. Sometimes I have to. I mean, how'd I do the freaking Leafs-Toronto one? 86 minute. Red card for Berna. He kicked the ball away. He got a red card. Oh, come on. Bernadeschi. Second yellow. He's off with a second yellow. Toronto's down to 10. Oh, well. All right. Bernadeschi's off. Damn it. Dude. Well, he's going to be suspended on the 15th. Hopefully Insigne is ready. He kicked the ball away after the foul was called. The whistle was blown and the foul was called. He kicked the ball away. And he was already on a yellow, so that was just stupid. 11th minute, 0-0 between Columbus and Pachuca. 0-0 esta noche. 88th minute. Lol. Playing forward. DC, nice tackle by Richie Larea. Longstaff. 88th minute. Kerr. No foul against. 2 minutes plus stoppage time. Good. Long, get it out. Good. Sean Johnson gets it out. TFC still contenders. I think they are. I wouldn't say nailed on, but they are a team who could beat anybody on their day. Pachuca told you. Playing forward. Playing forward is Pachuca. Solomon Rondon's all alone. Shot. Goal for Solomon Rondon. 12th minute. Pachuca opens the scoring. 1-0. Solomon Rondon. All alone. You can't give him that time. First goal goes to Solomon Rondon. $1-0. Pachuca. 1-0 esta noche. Congrats for now, TFC. Cross in, headed away by Rosted. It's going to go out for a corner. 89th minute. Can't beat Pachuca at home. Good chip by Rondon. Columbus has been playing well, but Pachuca gets one against the run of play. Slightly. Schulte gets a little bit of a touch to it, but not enough. Corner in the 89th minute. 2-1 Toronto. Cross in. Header cleared. Pirani. Clear the damn ball. Longstaff. There we go. Getting to the 90th minute. 89-40. Still 2-1. Columbus to kick off. But they have kicked off. Longstaff closes down. 89-90 cleared. How much stoppage time? 90 plus 7. We got 7 minutes. When's the next transfer window? July. I think it starts like right before Leagues Cup. Then goes for a month. Oso kicks it away. Can Toronto hold for 7 minutes? Thursday, July 18 to Wednesday, August 14. Goal! Goal! 2-0! Osama Adrisi makes it 2 for Pachuca. Wow. No offside. That's past the post. That'll be a corner. Usama Idrisi scores. It's 2 for Pachuca. Yeah, I know Punk tried to be friendly, but it didn't work out. I would say that's a goal kick, but okay. It is a corner. Morera. Columbus has got ripped apart. Usama Idrisi. Plays over the top, no offside, and Idrisi is right there to tap in the open net. Oh no, they're going to VAR. Checking a possible penalty. Now he headed that ball away. What's the penalty? I don't see it. 2-0, 15th minute. 2-0 esta noche. I don't see the penalty. Oh, they're going to VAR? Looks like Concacaf's going to VAR to see if there's an offside. I mean, yeah, Rondon's way off. I don't think there's a penalty there. Like, he headed the ball and then he fell. Like, I don't see the penalty there. And penalty and a yellow card. DC gets a penalty. That's okay. That's a BS call. Gomis got a yellow card. Does Columbus have plot armor? Looks like it. Penalty is the decision. Gomis gets called for a penalty. I didn't see it, but Gomis got a yellow. Choked pen and red. Oh, okay. Oh, Gomis got a second yellow too. Now we're down 2 men, so even if they do score, even if they don't score, TFC are down to 9. Told you they would bottle it. That's no penalty. Yeah, I didn't see it either. Toronto's down to 9. Gomis is off. Welcome to football. Yeah, I know. 16th minute. I mean, yeah, Solomon Rondon fouled a defender. Yeah, to me, that should be. Penalty for Mateusz Klitsch to equalize the game. And DC has 3 minutes. And DC has also 3 minutes to take the lead. And even if he misses, they still have 3 minutes to equalize. Mateusz Klitsch versus Sean Johnson. Klitsch scored his last penalty. Sean Johnson, can he make the save? Come on, Sean. And it's a goal for Mateusz Klitsch. It's 2-2. No goal. No goal. It is 2. It's 1-0 Pachuca. And Mateusz Klitsch scores a penalty in stoppage time. Man, this team sucks. The Idrisi goal is not a goal. 18th minute, still 1-0. And Mateusz Klitsch scores in the 95th minute, or they give it to him. Goal, penalty, scored. Sean Johnson went the wrong way. I don't know who's crumbling worse. I don't know who's crumbling worse. Oh, by the way, we could still lose. But it is a foul, so Solomon Rondon, Pachuca playing forward, past the post. Be a goal kick, 96th minute. There should be 10 penalties in this game if that's a penalty. I agree. Yeah, I still got Columbus winning this. Let's remember, they gave away a goal to Monterrey. They still won in Mexico. They gave away to Tigres. They won on penalties. It's not the first time. And now it's a 94.2% chance of a draw. 5% chance of a DC win. And I have a bad feeling. Farsi playing forward. 96th minute. Well, what do you say they did against Monterrey? Goal kick for Sean Johnson. I hate football. This ref was hired by Gary Bettman. Hey, at least we picked up a point. Or we may have picked up a point. 97th minute. TFC's down by 9. Shot past the post by Cucho. Still 1-0 Pachuca, 20th minute. 1-0. 97th minute, but you know they're going to add a couple more minutes. I almost went to bed. Why? Cross, header, cleared. 97th minute. How much more will they add? Cross in, header down, shot over the bar by Idrissi. Kerr, foul, free kick. I'll take a 2-2 draw. Well, no, even then I'm pissed off about it, but hey, at least we picked up a point as it stands. How many times has Toronto choked this season? At least 5. Nice, Isaiah. Love that for you. I ain't crying. I'm on scream. There's a difference. Shot. And I really don't care about the crew, so that's going to be docile no matter what. I really could care less. Worst is my prediction's wrong. Goal kick. Not play Supporter Shield, 5th of the Eastern Conference. 98th minute. Plays forward is Columbus. 99th minute. Shot, save. That'll be a corner for DC. Because we should have won, but we damn near blew it. But I'll take a point. 98-42. They'll take a corner. Probably be, 3 extra minutes? So this could go to 100. Cross in. Header. Pirani at the top of the box. TFC making the run. Wouldn't it be funny if they got it back? Switches the play. Davy Flores, and Bono gets right there. DC goal 3-2. You kidding me? Gabriel Pirani. And Jared Stroud scores 3. No, he's offside. Offside, thank God, 2-2. Columbus clears away, 23 minutes. I mean, he was offside. Yeah, I mean, they were both off. Yeah, Jared Stroud was offside. Ref saved you. I'll take it. 100 minutes, 6 seconds. Goal kick for TFC. You're really lucky. Plays forward. Throw for DC. 101st minute. The ref killed us. I mean, yeah, Pachuca's dominating them, but Columbus could still find it. I mean, they're both an open team, so this isn't like one's parking the bus and still getting ripped apart. They both play openly. Columbus will get theirs. 24th minute. Still 1-0 Uno Aceto. Cleared. 101st minute. Ron's such a lucky person. Goal disallowed in Toronto and Columbus. And it's full time. 2-2 between DC and Toronto. After what happened, the referee killed us, but I'll take it. A draw in Toronto or draw in DC for Toronto? You think the Stars are done? Probably. That would mean 24 points. 24 points after the first half of the season. That means 48. 48 if they have 24 points in the second half of the season. Don't know if they will, though. 1-0 Uno Aceto, Pachuca, Columbus. Full attention to Pachuca and Columbus. Solomon Rondon scores. It's up, it's up. Good. Header over the bar. Header over the bar, 25-25. Reload. 1-0, 26th minute. Because there's World Cup qualifiers that day. Columbus is looking terrible right now. If they don't change some soon, it's over. This moment, they look completely lost. Fair. Hit that like button. Super chats are on. Get us one going. Toronto's 5th with a draw. Okay. I'll take it. 24 points. We're one away from 2007. 25, 26, 27. Save. Good. All right. Playing forward. 1-0, 26th minute. I don't know where the qualifiers will be, but we'll find out. Maybe they'll show these stats. 20 shots to 10. .42. Playing forward, 26th minute, 27th minute. Again, World Cup qualifiers. Boom. Passes. 502 to 379. Playing forward, that is definitely a tackle on Morris. That's definitely a foul. There we go. 28th minute. Pachuca playing forward. Plays it back. Matan. That's a bad giveaway. Adrisi. Cross. That's out for a goal kick. 86. Fails. Where is the fails? 12 fails, 12. Offside. Playing forward is Columbus. 2 offside to 3. I love how people are blaming the refs for Berna kicking the ball after the whistle was blown or how Gomis laid hands on a player bringing him down. The only one to blame is TFC. I didn't see a foul on Gomis. I didn't. I think that was a very soft, even if there was contact, but the ball was being headed. I think it's a soft call. At the very least, it's a soft call. Isn't that in September? I should be able to. 29th minute. I didn't blame him for Bernadeschi. That was stupid. But I will tell you, I think the call was a soft. That was a soft card. That was a soft. Soft penalty. Playing forward, Columbus plays back to Schulte. Oh, damn near gave that one away. 10 corners to 4. But even with a draw, we're still 5th. He's at the Portland game. He's at Providence Park. Did you not see that in the last stream? He's at Providence Park. He's at Providence Park. I mean, fair enough. Hope Pachuca loses. What, you're so mad they still knocked out a Medica from the Champions Cup? Is that, you're mad about that? 382. 380. 30th minute. Going forward is Columbus. 5th is not acceptable. Throwing away points is going to bite us later this season. It always does. Plays down. Farsi. Farsi crosses in. Shot! Goal! Side netting. Cucho barely. Cucho barely just slides it past. Good play there, but that's the Columbus I expected to see. Pachuca 2. Plays forward to Idrissi. Shot! Golazo! Goal! Goal! Goal de Pachuca! Rodriguez! Miguel Rodriguez with a golazo. That was a banger. Idrissi plays it on to Rodriguez. And there's you go. 2-0 Pachuca. Miguel Rodriguez. '31st minute. 2-0. 2-0 esta noche. It ain't GG's yet. Columbus has had their moments. They've built into the game, but I mean, yeah, that's a short side top bins. What a shot. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing for Pachuca. 32 minutes. This is the MLS champion. Yeah, I shouldn't have said this reminded me of Toronto back in 2018. All Pachuca has to do is get counterattacks. It's not over yet, but Solomon Rondon been the best player this tournament. Best goal scorer, yes. Best player? No. There's a difference. Goleador, yes. Best player, no. No. Just because you scored the most goals don't mean you're the best player. That's freaking casual tier thoughts. And Cucho misses the header. Cucho missed the header. Columbus looks like an amateur team against Pachuca. I mean, for most of the game they have, I won't lie. They've been freaking ripped apart 3 times. Well, I mean, they did win last year to get here, but Cucho's not good today. Well, he's not 100%. Even though he's playing all 90, he's not 100%, or at least that's what they said. Yeah, but I'm not saying that Solomon Rondon just only scores. What I am saying is that he scored a lot of the goals, but I think Idrissi's been a better player. I think Aiden Morris has been a better player. I'm in DC right now. It's absolute warfare. What, TFC fans are pissed about the 2 red cards and the penalty? I'm not surprised. I'm not really surprised. I say Aiden Morris Osama Idrisi. Cross in. Yeah, Idrisi. Aiden Morris. Darlington Nagby. Rossi. Takes a shot. Wide, Farsi. The goals you miss are the ones you get scored on. That's absolutely that's what's the word? Prophetic. It's prophetic. Sounds like a fun time. 6 shots, 1 big chance by Pachuca. 4 shots, no big chances by Columbus. 34th minute. Cucho came from injury, so maybe he's still under it. But he's playing all the minutes. At least he started. He's going to play at least 65, 70, something like that. Playing forward. He is, though. Aiden Morris is better than Rodri. He is, though. Just because he's losing doesn't mean he ain't. Now, he called the friend he. He called the friend he. At least that's what I took out of it. What, are we about to become the Jerry Springer show? Jerry! What? Are we about to become the Jerry Springer show now? See? 36 minute. Wonder how your boy Connor's doing. He's probably not having fun right now. I mean, I know what a Champions League final feels like. He's probably not having fun right now, especially since it's a one-legged game. But if anybody could come back, it's Columbus. I'm not saying they will, but if anybody could, it's Columbus. He's probably absolutely ain't feeling good right now, though. Well, I mean, they did get routed in the quarterfinals. If I'm being honest, they did get routed in the quarterfinals. 37th minute. It's out for a corner. Hopefully Columbus gets one. If they get one, they'll get more. Yeah. Liga MX's trophy better than Concacaf. Yeah, you know what? The MLS Cup trophy is better than Concacaf. One that's was won in 2017, but, you know, stars shine forever. Stars shine forever. Panthers winning right now. I think they're fixing to win their first Stanley just like Vegas. And we're forgetting about the Edmonton Oilers? Why are we forgetting about the Edmonton Oilers? Also, the other thing I take away from this is I should have rooted for Seattle in 2022. Maybe they would have lost. See, I rooted for LAFC. They lost. I rooted for Toronto. They lost. Well, that doesn't work because Tigres, I can just say that was COVID year. That's just because COVID year was weird. I rooted for Tigres, but they won. But that's COVID year. Besides, they didn't have Eduardo Atuesta. But I rooted for LAFC the second time. They lost. I'm rooting for Columbus this time. They lost. I rooted for Toronto. They lost. Well, how the hell does America versus Montreal work out then? I don't know. The gap was so big it didn't matter. Montreal fell back to earth. That's out for a goal kick, or it will be a goal kick. True. Come on, it's Pachuca. What do you think's going to happen? Matan cleared away. Yeah, I should have rooted for Seattle in 2022. They would have lost. '40th minute. Shot over the bar. The altitude of Pachuca is hurting Columbus. What would happen in the FIFA Club World Cup? What, for Seattle? I hate to tell you, Seattle's going to get slapped. DC drew Toronto 2-2. DC came back late. Ted Kudipietro pops in a rebound to make it 1-2. DC gets a penalty. Gomes gets a second yellow. Toronto's down to 9. Cleach scores the pen. Toronto holds on and gets an offside call that benefits them to keep it a 2-2 draw. But Toronto is still fifth in the East, even with a draw. So we started the night 6, so technically we still pushed up. Let's talk about Pachuca. Pachuca, if they sell everybody, they're going to do worse. If they keep these guys till next summer, they'll do pretty well. They'll do pretty well. At least quarterfinals. But if they sell everybody, no. They'll get eliminated at the group stage. Unless that team gets good. Who's to say? 41st minute. Who's to say? Playing forward. Good. Doug could clear it. Cross in. Idrisi. Not Deosa. Idrisi. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. 2-0. 2-0 esta noche. Pachuca contra Columbus. Pachuca versus Columbus. It's 2-0 to Pachuca. Nagby plays it forward. Rossi. So what's the FIFA rankings looking like? Matan doesn't get there before Mikolta. Columbus going down to second. How will Pachuca do in the Intercontinental Cup if they're able to keep their players? I could see them making the final. I really could. Because let's remember, with the new format of the Intercontinental Cup, which is starting this year, going into 2025, they play the CONMEBOL team either in South America or in Hidalgo, whatever they draw. Next year will be the opposite. So whatever gets drawn, they'll either go to South America or play in Hidalgo, play the South American champion. They win that. They play the winner between the Asian or African. The OFC champion plays one of the Asian African teams. The winner of that plays the team that didn't get drawn into that first round. So the non-Asian African team that didn't get drawn into that. The winner of that game plays the Concacaf CONMEBOL winner to play the UEFA champion Real Madrid. So I think Pachuca could beat the CONMEBOL champion. I think they could beat an African champion, which is Al Ahly again, or Al Ain. They could beat Auckland. Pachuca should make the final. They should be playing Real Madrid. If they keep their players into December, they're playing Real Madrid with the way this new format is. So honestly, it gets easier for a CONCACAF team going into the semifinal or the playoff final, whatever you want to call it. The final qualifier game. The CONMEBOL game's harder, but I think they could beat a CONMEBOL team. I think they could beat Al Ain. They could beat Al Ahly. They could beat Auckland. Yeah, they should be playing Real Madrid. They should be playing Real Madrid, the Intercontinental Cup final. Yeah. Playing forward, Solomon Rondon against Schulte. Idrissi wide in the 44th minute. Young focused players can get you far. Pachuca, or was Sanchez, but Pachuca could beat them. I think Pachuca could beat Flamengo, Fluminense, Bolivar, River Plate. I think they can. I think they can. "45th minute. Four minutes of stoppage time. The Super Club World Cup, 32 teams in the summer, 25. I could see Pachuca going forward if they keep their players, add better players to the team. Exactly, that's my point. If they don't keep their players, they won't go for it. If they keep their players and not sell like they normally do, the only away game they won was against Herediano. Yeah, but Philly was a draw that they should have won. They should have won that 4 or 5-0. America's America. Like a draw is a win at the Azteca, let's be honest. Did Jason Russell Rose start? Nope. He's on the bench. Bench. 46th minute. And Seattle had no right to damn near beat Al Ahly, but they did. So, your point? Your point? If Eric Sanchez wants to go to Europe, he needs to make those goals. I agree with that. Idrissi gets a yellow. Free kick for Columbus. Ah, there it is. Idrissi gets a yellow card, 47th minute. TFC and the crew let me down tonight. Yeah, how I feel that. I feel that. Playing forward. Matan. Morera blocked away corner. But I do feel that. 47th minute. "2-0 Nashville." No. Charles Andreas Brim is trash. Is that molten football for the Concacaf final? Corner taken, crossed in, header. Be cleared by Idrissi. Or Sanchez. Pulled down. That's got to be a free kick at the top of the box. Farsi pulled player down. 48th minute. Hell's up with Pachuca. They're winning. They're driven. That's what up with them. They're driven. They're very driven. Is what I like to say. They're driven. They're driven. Morera's up. Free kick here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Get this one going. 49th minute. 49th minute. Did Miami win? No, I think St. Louis. I think St. Louis won, or at least it was a draw, but Miami didn't win. Wait, could this be a red card on Columbus? Nashville beat Cincy, then losing to the Revs. Wow. St. Louis drew 3-3. Toronto drew 2-2. And yeah, I think this might be a red card. Columbus might be down a man. That might be game. That might be game. That might be game. That might be game. I think that's now the question is it on Moreira or is it on Moreira pulls him back? Dog so. Yeah, it was 3-3. I just had to check. Yep. MLS does not win the Concacaf Champions Cup. I think that probably is a red card on Moreira. Nope, yellow card for Moreira. So he's not off. No, that was a red card. I'll be completely truthful. That was a red card. Free kick or a goal kick for Columbus and no red card. Te va robar Columbus? Goal offside, no red card. And a free kick towards Columbus. Oh, look, the hidden ball trick. Cross in. Cleared. 51st minute. Free kick the other way. It's a yellow. Yellow for Osama Idrisi. Oh, yellow card for Steven Moreira. Card upgraded, but it's a yellow. And that's halftime. Halftime, it is 2-0 between Pachuca and Columbus. 2-0 esta noche. Miro tiempo. (2-0, 2-0 esta noche. Pachuca leads. Take a short break at the half. Talk about the stats. Get this one going. Sit tight. It's 2-0 at the half. Can Columbus make a comeback with 11 men on the pitch? They have 45 minutes to do it. If anybody can, it'd be Columbus. With that being said, Toronto loses or draws 2-2. It felt like a loss. But we're still somehow higher in the standings with a 2-2 draw than a loss. So I guess somehow it's a win. But with that being said, we'll take a short break, talk about the stats, get this one going, and we'll move on to the second half of this game. And then the review will come out within the hour for both after the game's over for both these games. With that being said, sit tight and be back. stats at the half. Yeah. That was frustrating, but if there's one thing Nancy is good at, it's second half adjustments. Want to see Hinastros on from Matan, give us that attacking spice we need. As I said, if anybody could come back, it's Columbus. That's the good news. The bad news is Pachuca is slicing them open like a hack doctor. And that's a problem. Stats are as follows. 37% possession to 63% possession, 9 shots to 5. 3 shots on goal to 2. 2 big chances to 0. 132 accurate passes, 232. 86 to 87% pass accuracy. 86% to 87%. 9 fouls to 3. 2 corners to 3. 9 shots to 5. 3 shots on goal to 2. 153 passes to 266. 86% pass accuracy to 87. 8 throws to 5. 2 offside to 0. 1 yellow card to 0. 0 red cards to 0. And it's 2-0. 2-0, middle tiempo. Pachuca is playing a very good half. They played a very good half of football. Columbus has got caught out and ripped apart like a hack doctor. They both play forward, very forward, but Columbus they've definitely at times been, what's the word? Desperate in this game because they went down early, then the offside goal, and then later on they did actually score 2-0. Columbus has looked desperate at times, and I don't think Matan's the type of player they need if they're desperate. Again, I think a guy like Hinostroza fits that better, and a guy like Jason Russell-Rowe fits that better. If you could throw him in there somehow, there you go. Can Columbus come back? Yes. Pachuca is slightly the better team, but not because of all the stats, because of how they played. They've definitely... The Crew lose this is a bigger letdown than TFC Chivas in 2018. No. No, because TFC had just won the Supporter Shield. Chivas were second last in Mexico. TFC should have won that. TFC should have won that. Chivas did. That's a bigger letdown than this. This is 2 good teams. Columbus is honestly the better team, but Pachuca is very disrespected. Like, it doesn't surprise me that Pachuca could win this. I think they're better than that Chivas team. And besides, it's also in Mexico, which does lightning strike 3 times. Because, again, Columbus does have more possession. They have more pass accuracy. All the stats favor them except the goals. You have to give them credit for that. Like, did it look like it? No. Does it look like they're better, even slightly? No. But if you look at the stats, it's like you got to give them credit for the fact that they have more possession. They've really been hit against the run of play on the counterattack. But again, that's Pachuca's thing, is to cause mistakes. And what have they done? They've caused mistakes. I mean, we brought that up in the prediction that Pachuca's good at causing mistakes. They're good at the counterattack. They're doing exactly what they're good at, but they're also good at being open while having the counterattack. Columbus doesn't have the counterattack per se. They just are good going forward. There's a big difference. Pachuca's hit them 3 times on the counter, and 2 of them counted. Columbus has had the possession all game. But again, that's the way Pachuca play. But But again, I guess if you have, doesn't matter how much possession you have, you can't do nothing with it. I should listen to myself. That's a good point. Neutral stadium would be better. If we're going to do a one-legged final, yes. Pachuca have home advantage as well. Liga MX's team with a home crowd could be deadly. True. Which makes me think it should be a neutral ground if it's a one-legged final. No, he wore like a baby blue suit. I'm wearing a navy blue suit. What do you mean? I don't even think AJ's ever worn a navy blue suit. But, I mean, it's always been that way in CONCACAF except for 2020 and 2021 and 2024 and from the future. But, you know, the fact that CONCACAF changed it, I don't exactly like it. So, you know what? I honestly agree, at least in CONCACAF terms. Yeah, he wore a baby blue suit. I didn't even watch SmackDown and I knew he wore a baby blue suit. I'm going to watch the highlight. I saw the picture. Waiting for the second half. You see MJF's back in AEW? Yep. Good for him. Good evening, all. It's halftime already. Yep, and this is the third game of the day. It's honestly wild. CONCACAF didn't want to do a neutral stadium because it wasn't Club America. And that's even more well, I don't know if that's more unfair or less unfair, but it's something. Second half about to start. Columbus. If anybody could come back, it's Columbus. We'll find out. I went on a drinking spree after the UEFA final. Just got back and sobering up. Yeah. Wait. Why do you want me to do that? Fine speech. Fine speech. I think I just saw why. Yeah. I think I just saw why. Second half about to start. Yeah, but here's the thing. It's more fair if it's in a neutral stadium than, a home stadium in either case. $5 busted fade. $5. Well, it wasn't $5, but you get the point. Second half about to start. I guess they're trying to put the microphones in the guy's arm sleeve or whatever. That's the second time I've seen that happen in Concacaf. $15 for my cut from... That ain't bad. What do you do? That ain't bad. Then again, I guess it's also the reason why it's not $5 is also get a hair wash and eyebrows waxed. That's probably what does it, right? That's probably what makes it more, right? Luciano Acosta bigger than Pachuca. $20 though, I mean. Luciano Acosta bigger than Pachuca. Bernadeschi bigger than Pachuca. Sebastian Giovinco bigger than Pachuca. Mikolta pulls it away. Santi Jimenez, alternatives for Milan. Milan wants Santi Jimenez. Okay, that's something. I could get behind that. I do like Milan's new kit, though. 46 minute. I do like Milan's new kit, though, so... It's clean. AC Milan's new kit is. I know who won the kit derby in Milan. AC Milan. Because Inter Milan's new home kit is ugly. Like, they went Stevie Wonder with the stripes. Like, straight stripes, then like the freaking zigzag step thing, 47th minute. Like the zigzags and the freaking whatever. 47th minute. Milan should go for Mbappe since he's a fan. Why would you... Mikolta wide goal kick. They wouldn't have enough to pay him, though. He's going Madrid. Pachuca has 1 CONMEBOL title, 5 about to be 6 Concacaf Champions Cups, and 8 Liga MX titles. I know you ain't talking about them being a small club. This ain't Monte Chico. Whoa. Did you say Monterrey was a small club? So, wait. Hold on. Or are we saying Tigres or Equipo Chico? But did somebody just call Monterrey Rayados Equipo Chico? What? Okay, that makes no sense. A Liga MX titles. But I mean, yeah, I didn't say Pachuca was a small team. I didn't. I mean, compared to America, yeah, they are. But they're not Mazapan. They're not Mazatlan. They're not Juarez. They're not Juan Gabriel FC. They're not Juan Gabriel FC. Please tell me somebody got that reference. 1 Gabriel FC. 48th minute. Mazapan and 1 Gabriel FC. Or Mazatlan and Juarez. If we're being honest, Rotlas is bigger than Toronto. Rotlas has 3 Liga MX titles. Yeah, but Toronto has a domestic treble. Supporter Shield, MLS Cup, Canadian Championship. Put your trebles on the table. Put your domestic trebles on the table. Oh, wait, you can't do that in Mexico. Oh, right. Well, it'll be Campeonato, but you didn't win. Copa MX won the thing when you won to be Campeonato and you didn't win Champions League. Put your trebles on the table. Put your trebles on the table. Panthers 2-0. Mukhtar scored a PK. Come on, Nashville, one more. Put your trebles on the table. Put your trebles on the table. You want to call anybody. It's still a treble. It's still a treble. Put your trebles on the table. Rotlas doesn't have one. Put your trebles on the table. I don't give a crap if they're continental or domestic. Put your trebles on the table. Cleared away. Forge FC better than Toronto. I'm rooting Toronto all the way in that semifinal. Cross in. Shot saved by Schulte. Well, technically, back in the day when they still had Copa MX, Liga MX, Campeón de Campeones. If you want domestic. If you want continental, you throw in the Concacaf Champions Cup. Now that there's no Copa MX, you can still win a bicampeonato and win the Supercopa de la Fútbol Mexicano. And then 2 and boom. And then if you want to add the Concacaf Champions Cup for continental, there you go. Okay, but who has a treble? Man, I sound like an 80-year-old talking about the good old days. Jesus Christ. '51st minute, 2-0 Dos Cero Pachuca. Columbus has a free kick here. Matan fouled down by Mikolta. Free kick. That's a Campeón de Campeones. Besides, there was a 70s Campeón de Campeones. But that was like Supercopa versus, or Copa MX versus the champions. There's been multiple iterations of the Campeón de Campeones. Besides, why are you twerking for Rotlas, Chivas fan? Here we have a Chivas fan twerking for Rotlas. I would never twerk for Montreal. I would never twerk for Montreal, and you're twerking for Rotlas. Shame. 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 Cross in. You didn't run for that? That could easily have been 3. Couldn't run for that? 3. Shame. Ding. Shame. Ding. Twerking for Rotlas. Come on now. We can go cup for cup. We can go prem for prem. We can go cup for cup. We can go prem for prem. Okay, Henry Ketchum. Think Columbus will make a comeback in this match. If anybody can, it'll be them. Columbus is just parking the bus or what? It'd be stupid if they were. We can go cup for cup. We can go star for star. Toronto had one good season. Hey! They had 3. They had 3. Actually, 4. 3.5. 3.5. Watch yourself. 16, 17, 19, and half of 2018. You know which half. Hell, they almost won the Supporter Shield in 2020. 4.5. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Can we count 2015? At least they made the playoffs. 5.5? No? 2024 might be one too. So watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. '54th minute. They have to change that microphone on the ref. Well, we did win Eastern Conference titles in 2 of those playoffs, you know. The 2016 and 2019, we still won the Eastern Conference title. That counts. We also won a Canadian championship in 2016. We've won 8 Canadian championships. About to go for 9. We've won 3 Eastern Conference championships. We've won a Supporter Shield. We've won an MLS Cup. We should have won a CCL. We should have won a second Supporter Shield. Hell, we've won 2 wooden spoons. I mean, that's nothing to brag about, but hey, it's something. Okay, maybe back then it was, but it isn't anymore. It's actually pretty good. There was no penalties, extra time applied, and away goals. Toronto would have won 2018 CCL. We were tied on away goals. That's why we went to penalties. But if we had extra time, we would have scored. I think Toronto would have scored in extra time. I agree. But no, they took away extra time, and that's how we got screwed. 57th minute. Plays forward, shot wide. Corner for Pachuca. Yeah, why is Columbus parking the bus? That is pretty stupid. Parking the bus. Shot! Oh, what a save! Rebound and save by Schulte. Yeah, why are they parking the bus? That's just, dude, you're down 2. Like, I know you got to stop them from scoring, but trying to beat Pachuca at their own game. Matan. Rossi! Past the post. Corner. Nope, goal kick. Yeah, it was wide anyway. Yeah, why are they parking the bus? Sanchez with a shot. Schulte not being in the U.S. roster is criminal. He's on the Olympic roster. He's not on the... Honestly, yeah, he's better than Matt Turner. You're right. He's also honestly better than Sean Johnson, but he's on the Olympic roster. That's the goalie, Patrick Schulte, yes, for Columbus. You know, yeah, he should be on the U.S. roster, but he'll be on the U.S. roster as soon as the Olympics are over. He'll be there for the Nations League quarter finals and those friendlies before. Probably over Sean Johnson. So. This feels like Club Leon all over again. Honestly, yes, I agree. And that's a bad giveaway. Rodriguez. Cross. Ooh, good clearance by Columbus. They got away with that one. Hey, you know, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. If Schulte earned his respect, you know what? I'll take it. It's very rare. We'll take it. We'll take it. Let's not call him on it. Just be happy he gave respect. That's out for a goal kick. That was a horrible cross. We can go cup for cup. We can go prem for prem. I mean, Patrick Schulte does deserve respect, though, so he could easily be MLS Keeper of the Year. Sean Johnson is not in the top 3. I love Sean. He's getting better. Sean Johnson's getting better. Not top 3. No. Pachuca wins 3-0 or 4-0. The way this is going, it probably will. Because Columbus is parking the bus, and they're getting the wave done on them. That is disrespectful. Schulte's a quality keeper. He'd be my number 1 for the USA. Again, he'll be at the Olympics. But hey, if he does well at the Olympics, he probably will be number 1 very quickly because Crew comes back. It's the greatest comeback in CCL history. Is it the greatest comeback in CCL history? No, Pumas over Revolution. That's the greatest comeback in CCL history. I mean, yeah, it's a one-legged final, but Pumas versus Revs is way better. Dead to rights. Dead to rights. After the first leg, Pumas come back and home, win on penalties. And embarrass the Revs. It's Revs. Monterrey over Pachuca. Nah, Pumas Revs. Pumas over Revs. I think people don't talk about it as much because Pumas ended up losing that CCL, but Pumas Revs. That was aura. I thought they were going to win the damn tournament after that. I was sold. Then they lost to Seattle. I was sold. Then they lost to Seattle. 62nd minute. 62nd minute. Schulte should come to Liga MX. For Tigres? It'd be funny if Tigres went in for him. Not CCL, but Pumas comeback versus Cruz Azul. Well, that is a better comeback, yes, but that's Liga MX. But I remember where I was during that second leg. Like, it's still vivid to me. I'm in the living room. Mom's parents were over for Thanksgiving, so they needed to sleep in a bed. They took mine. So I was sleeping in the living room in the couch. Also did that over my graduation weekend in 2019 after grade 12. But no problem. I was fine with it. But I was in the living room working on the best of reels for that year. And I was watching the Pumas Cruz Azul game. This was the Sunday after Thanksgiving. So I'm watching the game. I'm sitting on a pillow at the small curio table, doing the best of reel, watching that game, watching that comeback. And every time I turn my head, Pumas scored another goal. I'm like, what? And then again, they scored. Again, they scored. I'm just finding clips for the best of reel that year. Both thought this MLS team was going to win. I didn't know they'd get ripped apart like a hack doctor. Like, I know how Pachuca plays. I didn't think they were going to rip Columbus apart. Columbus legitimately has just given up. And then Columbus gave up. This is not the Columbus I expected to see. I'm not going to lie. I expected better. Yes, I think he just got his 100th shutout in MLS history, his MLS history. So, good for him. He did just against Philly. Shot wide. Thoughts on NYCFC fans wanting Pumas Unam to come back to Yankee Stadium. I'm sure they do because they want revenge. Pachuca needs another goal. 2-0 isn't a convincing lead. Columbus is parking the bus. You're fine. Columbus is parking the bus. You're fine. You're fine. Absolutely fine. They're parking the bus. Pueblo would beat NYCFC. Now you're trolling. Now you're trolling. BKL, you got anything to say? Plays forward. Anybody got anything to say about that? I think that's trolling too, Necaxa being bigger than Columbus. That's trolling too. This ain't the 90s, boys. Yeah, in the 90s. They were like NSYNC. They were big in the 90s, you know. They were like NSYNC. They were big in the 90s. Yeah, in the 90s, they used to be a grande. Yeah, and NSYNC was the biggest band in the world in the 90s. Your point? Pachuca wins. Watch them get smashed by Al Ain or Al Ali. Columbus wasn't even created. Exactly. So where's the comparison? And ever since they've been created, they barely won shit. Yeah, historic's a very good word to say. Yeah. I want it that way. Yeah, that's what we call historic. Playing forward. Solomon Rondon puts it away. It's 3-0. Solomon Rondon on the turn. In the 67th, in the 66th minute, Solomon Rondon. That's got to be the dagger. '66th minute, 3-0. That's got to be the dagger. Okay, chill. Juarez just needs to go, and we need Morelia back up in the Primera. How about Cancun? Give me Cancun and Atlante, and we'll work on that. Jolos needs to go. Give me Cancun, Atlante, and Morelia over. Rondon's carrying the damn team. He has been the whole time. So Pachuca went and pulled a Virginia, losing horribly and embarrassingly the year before to go on and win the title the next year. Ruthless aggression. Red Bull, a pretty good team. Top 5, if you ask me. Sad just said. Ruthless aggression. Boom. MLS take Puebla and give us Galaxy or something. How about San Diego? 3 subs for Columbus, but they're 3-0 down with 20 minutes to go. Chaberco's off. Whoa. Jason Russell Rose coming on. They're just ripping everybody off. So, 68th minute. They're going to go full tilt. You could have been doing that 20 minutes ago. Sean Zawadzki is on. Jason Russell Rowe is on. You really could have been going full tilt 5 minutes ago. This could be number 4. Rondon cross over the bar. Just barely. Well, he wasn't offside at all, your point. Against Madrid, yeah, sure, he would have been offside. Is that your point? I'm not crying. I'm not even screaming about this match. Now about Toronto, I'll scream, but I still won't cry there. Cross in. Shot. Rodriguez gets cleared, 69th minute. Yeboah's off for Zawadzki. Russell Rowe is on. And Malty Amundsen is on. Russell Rowe's on for Cheverko. And Russell Rowe's on as well. Playing forward, 69th minute. Playing forward. Outlaws fans are basically Raider fans. Yeah. So I've heard. Let Pachuca win. They'll probably lose in the Intercontinental Cup anyway. I just said they can make the final. If they keep everybody, they can make the final. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I think Tecos is gone. I think, yeah. Jason Russell Rowe. Cucho! Blocked. It's out for a corner. See, America, this final actually means something not like your Liga MX win. Con Vasiva Aguilas Tevaroba, 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 Los Aguilas. Who's Pachuca playing in Leagues Cup? Oh, you are going to love this. New York Red Bulls and Toronto FC. We're screwed. We're screwed. We got to beat Red Bulls to at least finish second. We're screwed. And I'm going to get bantered if Toronto gets curb stomped like Columbus. And if Toronto keeps it close, I could banter Columbus and still get bantered, but at least I could banter Columbus. And if we win, you can't tell me shit. You can't tell me shit. So, yeah, did I just say we're screwed? '72nd minute. I would be I don't know how that's gonna end. I really don't. Probably would be one of the most epic rants I have ever had. Probably would be epic. For you, not me. Well, it'd be an epic rant, but y'all would freaking laugh. Y'all be freaking laughing your asses off. Y'all be laughing your asses off. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, that's cool. I didn't expect that. 72nd minute. Yeah, Pachuca does deserve the win. Crossroads, curb stomp, Suplex City. 73rd minute. Playing forward, 74th minute. Is this your champion? This is my league's champion. They didn't play well enough. Pachuca going for the 4th. You mean the 5th? You mean the 5th? 74th minute. Hey, if they're going to play Real Madrid, I want them to win. Pachuca with F you, F you, F you. This is over. We got a new champion, by God. Yeah, that wasn't good. Got a southern accent, but I ain't no Okie. Ugh. Jude Bellingham is scared of Pachuca. Might as well go for 4. Might as well. Might as well. They sure were. Welcome to Pachuca. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Papachuca. Papachuca. Pa 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 Pachuca. Pa 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 pa. Hey! They haven't touched the ball since they got scored on. The 3rd time. Because, well, the referee called a BS penalty. We let Ted Di-Pietro just slide in for a bad rebound, tap in. The referee called a BS penalty, and we damn near lost. Luckily, they called offside when it was offside. We just did normal Toronto things. Who are we kidding? 2 red cards. Exactly. I think Pachuca could do what Dortmund did. And besides, you want me to be totally honest? If they keep their players, Guillermo Almada is a better manager than Edin Terzic. If I'm being totally honest. Edin Terzic is not as good of a manager as Guillermo Almada. I hope Chelsea wins, but I feel like Club America is going to win. Because Chelsea sucks. Off the bar. Because Chelsea sucks. And they have a championship manager. Because they fired Poch. Well, I mean, he had to play CCL final. Maybe that's why they didn't call him up to the U23s. Maybe they'll call him up for Ravello. Who knows? They're not going to tell one of their freaking teams in the Champions Cup final to basically get bent. They're going to let them. Okay, besides Cole Palmer. And they're going to get rid of Conor Gallagher. So 10 of those 11 players suck. You know what? No, we'll give Jordi Petrovic respect. Jordi Petrovic and Cole Palmer are the only 2 good players on Chelsea. Conor Gallagher was, but he's probably getting sold. That was 3, now it's 2. And we fired Poch. Man, I hope they get Somerville, because if not, doesn't really matter because Malagon's going to play all the games. I mean, yeah, Malagon's better anyway, but Cole Palmer to TFC confirmed. Hey, if we had all the money in the world and no salary cap, I'd say do it. MLSE's got the money. Do it. Yeah, Mudryk sucks. That's exactly. Yeah, give me Cole Palmer. Get him out of that shithole, Chelsea. Spend all the money on Cole Palmer and get rid of Insigne. Bernadeschi, Cole Palmer, Derek Etienne Jr. Well, no, he'd probably be gone too. Probably be more like, what, Josh Navarro? Yeah. Yeah. Because he's spending billions of dollars on shit players who can't perform. Most likely Miami through MLS or hopefully the MLS Cup champions, but I'm happy about Real Madrid winning too. But yes, Pachuca was the better team today by far. Columbus got ripped apart by a hack doctor and then gave up halfway through the game. Yeah, Pachuca deserved to win. And now they're starting to do something, but guess what? They've lost already. In the Prem, yes. Yes. Yes, I do. The last time they won the Premier League, 2016-17. Last time they won the FA Cup. It's been a while. They won the Champions League in 2021. That was a good day. They won the Club World Cup in 2022. That was a good day. Everything since then has been just boom. Cross in by Pachuca. That's going to go out for a corner, 80th minute. At least Chelsea had a good era. Now they're a banner club. Yes. But that doesn't matter because they're not in the freaking Club World Cup or Intercontinental Cup. Pachuca will beat Juve. Well, Thiago Motta's Juve, I'm not sure. I haven't seen him play yet. If Allegri was still there, they'd win for sure. But then again, Pachuca just ripped up a team who's normally open and pressing, which is sort of what Thiago Motta's guys do. You know what? No, they'd win too. They'd beat Motta's. Actually, probably have a better chance of beating Motta's Juventus than that's going to be pushed away. Damn, Cucho was pushed off the ball. Than Allegri's Juventus. Allegri vaffanculo! Juve merda. I would definitely root for Pachuca there, though. Juve merda. Juve merda. '82nd minute. I mean, W move. I guess it's good for PR reasons. Good for PR reasons. Pachuca better than Chelsea. Right now, yes. 82nd minute. Sanchez and Bautista coming on, 83rd minute. Columbus got ripped apart. Pachuca legitimately just waited for them to make mistakes and ripped them apart. Pachuca was just faster to every ball. Pachuca wanted it more. Columbus didn't expect Pachuca to come out this hot. They expected them to come out hot, but Pachuca came out hot, like molten lava hot. And they just it was like an erupting volcano. It was not going to not be an L, and Pachuca legitimately from the first moment, took the onus on the match. Columbus gave up way too long and ended up losing, getting another goal scored on them, and they really should have started going for it the start of the second half. They didn't, though. Pachuca versus Palmeiras or Flamengo will be good. Yeah. Pachuca's well rested. What do you expect? They were off for a month. 3 weeks. That may be a bit too much. They did win their friendly, beating the ever-loving shit out of a lower league team, though. Like 10-0 or something. I would hope so, too. Maybe. Christian Ramirez coming off for Cucho, 85th minute. Playing forward, Hinestrosa's on for Farsi, but that was way too late. Kendrick better than Drake. He always was. Drake's music has sucked since 2018 anyway. Kendrick is better. Kendrick's always been better lyrically anyway, but 86th minute, that's out for a throw-in. Why you make subs now? Like, they were waiting way too long. Like, it makes 0 sense. Plays forward, 87th minute. Shot over the bar. '87th minute. As a Columbus player, how would you feel to lose the Champions Cup final 3-0? I'd feel very disappointed. Like, if I was a Columbus player or a fan, I would be very disappointed because they were playing so well and they just came out so flat going into the final. We're going into extra time with this one. Hey, Taco Bell, I think I'm going to throw up, says Daxton. Why would... I've never heard of throwing up being the problem with Taco Bell. I've heard bubble guts being the problem, but that's never happened to me either. I've never had bubble guts eating Taco Bell. I don't know if that's an urban legend or not, but I've never had bubble guts. I like Taco Bell too. Idrissi coming off, 88th minute. Idrissi off for Hernandez. Never had me. And I've eaten a lot of Taco Bell in my life. Never has me. Maybe the mild sauce doesn't do it. And maybe the Nachos Bel Grande. I don't know. Yeah, the candy probably doesn't help. Those nacho fries are fire with the dip. I had them a couple of times. I like nacho fries. But I had them like one of the first couple of times it came out. I need to have them again because they were pretty good. Never happened to me. You know what I'm pissed off about? Taco Bell got rid of the Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Taco. Like, I wish they never got rid of that. I love Cool Ranch Doritos. I love Cool Ranch Doritos. So the Doritos Locos Cool Ranch Taco was up my alley. You know, I miss that. I miss the Cool Ranch one. Now I just got regular tacos. I've wanted to try a Crunch Wrap at some point, but haven't. 89th minute. Yeah, Wilfred Nancy got out tactic for the first time ever, I think. That also didn't help. Almada's a damn good manager. Oh, they got a flare going. Respect. 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 You gotta show respect. 90th minute. Almada better than Jimmy. I mean, you know what? Yep, you're right. 3 minutes of stoppage time. By far. You know what? Yeah, you're right. $90-25. Especially because Jimmy loves Tronco Romo. Fair. 3-0, 3-0 esta noche. I think I remember that, yeah. I remember when that happened, yeah. Almada is strict and likes discipline, some that many players don't like, but is needed to have a successful football club. Exactly. Like, you could go too far. Like, hockey coach Mike Babcock. Look what he did at Columbus and Toronto. Columbus Blue Jackets. But he was an asshole and a disciplinarian, but also an asshole who had no heart. You look at a guy like John Tortorella or Guillermo Almada or somebody like that, they're a disciplinarian, but not an asshole. There's a difference. Cross in. 92nd minute. There's a difference. You can really be a disciplinarian without being an asshole. Hell, Mike Leach was like that. He was a disciplinarian, but not an asshole. Pachuca is crazy. It's crazy! 92nd minute. Hinestroza. Cross in. That'll be cleared. Goal kick. 40 seconds before Pachuca are the champions of Concacaf. They destroyed everybody they played. At least in one of the legs, if not both. Exactly. Well, no, two. They conceded one to America. They conceded one to Herediano. They conceded one to America. And they conceded one at home as well. It's actually 3, but whatever. Of course, they concede against America, but they didn't concede against anybody else. This is how Bayern fans felt. Yeah. And it's full time! Full time! Pachuca! Campeón de la Concacaf! 3-0 esta noche. 3-0 on the night. Pachuca are your Concacaf Champions Cup champions for 2024. an MLS team gets to the final and falls at the final hurdle like almost everybody else in MLS history. Pachuca get it done. Columbus blow it. And they probably blew it the hardest of most of them, to be honest. But Pachuca, they did it again. Felicidades, Pachuca. Commiserations to Columbus. If you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. Subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of both matches. Toronto, DC, Pachuca, Columbus. And we'll be back. I'll see you within the hour, and well deserved for Pachuca. They got it done. Columbus didn't. See you later. I'm Ron, and I'm out. Peace.